tennis saved my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because my hood was Orlando West. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Orlando West. Every Tsotsis could come there and meet our Tsotsis in Orlando West. And, you know, my hood is just that hood.
Was it difficult for you to get rid of it?
Nah. And I'm afraid of heights. But when I smoked, I wanted to sit like I would want to sit upstairs.
You guys are praying.
Yeah, and the second says, "10, would you like to drop?"
African woman.
Why give me Korobela? I feel like artists today don't echo the sentiments of the people.
Yeah.
Now they write about their Bentleys and their cigar smoking and their Hennessy drinking and all that.
King David Studio Podcast.
You know, I know for sure I'm going to heaven. And I'll tell you why I say this. Because I hang out with superstars. They leave their energy with me. And today I have another one. Danny Kamazu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mocha cool.
Where does the name Kamazu come from?
Hey, you know, when I started this career, I mixed up with a lot of people. So I was with Chico and Tapelo Home.
Yes.
So Chico had the rhythm, and Tapelo Komu is a keyboard player.
Yes.
So
he's played in that studio, right there.
Yeah, so he had to put some spice. So the engineer, Ian Osren, spoke to Taps to come in and fill in. So Chico had this rhythm and a concept.
Oh.
Yeah, and then Taps says, Kumasi. I said, Kumasi. Hey.
From what?
That doesn't. So I said, no, man, Kamazu. I said, yeah, Kamazu is right.
So inspired by Kumasi.
Yeah, Kumasi.
Yeah.
So I said, Kumasi? Yeah, no, man, it's not catchy enough.
It just came. It just popped in your head.
Yeah, it just came. Kamazu. Wow, they're all happy since then.
I like this. The name Kamazu came after the song Korobela. Technically.
During.
Yeah. Oh, during
the song Korobela, yes. As soon as we've done it, finished it, the question arose. You know,
okay, then what do you say?
Yeah, Ribisang, I think, because they had to write. I said, K-word. I need a K-word, guys.
Why were you caught up with the K-word?
A K-word is easy to call. A Coke.
I guess. You wanted something like...
Yeah, even Chinese can say Kamazu.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Jeez, and that was it, eh?
That was it, yes.
Were you surprised at all at the success of the song, Korobela?
Hey, not really. But today, when I hear the song intensely, I listen to it, and then I say, ew. Really, did I do this?
Wow.
Yeah, but most of the time, I'm a critic of my music. So I don't listen to my stuff too much. You know, sometimes I listen and I shovel it there. And as long as I hear somebody playing it, it inspires me, not me playing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't imagine music?
No, because I critique it. I feel like, I should have done better here. Oh, yeah, I need to change this word and make it better. And, you know, yeah.
But you're saying now when you hear it, you realize that you did a good job.
Yeah, very good job. Even though I still feel like, okay, it's a bit empty.
Can't believe you.
Yeah.
You say the song is a bit empty.
Yeah, it's a bit empty. But then again, I don't like to veer it to pump myself with a lot of lyrics, meaning nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
African woman.
Why give me Korobela?
Did you know I'm reflecting back, and I like that you finally you love it.
Yeah.
And finally you're excited about it,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. Do you know when you hear it and you know Chico's music, you almost immediately know that this is a Chico sound.
Yes.
Tell me the Chico of the time when you guys were working together.
Yeah.
What music was he making?
You know, that time, I tell you, we were so interested in African music, especially Fela.
Of course.
They wouldn't go by without listening to Fela. Would listen and tap into that. Like any Fela song, would listen to it. So we're more like, okay, let's push Africa, guys.
Okay.
Let's be Africans. Let's show Africans we are Africans, you know? Yeah.
And obviously, because I'm trying to think about the the songs, even there's an echo in the beginning. African woman. There's even the way he recorded it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an echo in that. Why give me Kero? There's a lot of reverb, as they call it, young
I
people.
see it.
And if you listen to some of the songs that he's done, we miss you, Manelo.
Where
There's a lot of that kind
yeah.
of stuff, and he used to do that.
Yeah, big time. Time. I think it was a new gadget that had that.
So it's
I don't know what was it all about. But then our engineer is Ian Osrin. I sort of believe like he's ahead of the times because he used to introduce all these new gadgets and experiment with me especially, you know, do that every time.
Incredible.
So that's why I sound like I like to believe that's why it was a bit different, you know.
Yeah.
A bit more mature.
Who are the main competitors of your music at the time?
Everybody.
Yeah.
You
name a few names.
Yeah. I used to class myself with Stimela.
Jeez, yeah.
And
of course.
Hot Sticks. And Sister Pumi.
Jeez.
Lucky Dube.
Lucky
Dube. I had a talk with him once. But I wasn't close to him that much. But I met him in the corridors of downtown one time. Yeah, he gave me props. And then
what did you want to say to him? What did you? What was?
No, he just came to me and he says, "Yeah, you know, when my man, ngiyakuzwa, uyazwakala, noma ucula uyazwakala. I want you to keep that up." Yeah. I said, really? El Dubakes? Yo. I used to call him El Dubakes. Because you know, like Dube, he doesn't not really welcoming. But he was a sweet guy.
To you, he was clearly very welcoming.
Yeah, because he just came to me straight up and told me that. But, you know, that was long ago in the 80s. I'll never forget that.
Amazing. Mention a few other names. I mean, I'm curious to know that era for you. How did it look like?
Yeah, and also the other one is Black Moses from Soul Brothers. He gave me props way back when I released Indaba Kabani. And he said, now umculo ke. Yabona masowenza kanje ke. We are not to sipha that vuma ukuthi, you know, you inspire us to keep to our own music, our own traditions.
Because that's what the song was about.
Exactly. Indaba Kabani. It came from nowhere too. I don't know how it came. I just needed something different because every time I had to record, I would listen to all these people around me. What are they up to? What's content? What's their, you know? So, how am I going to approach my recordings this time? What's bothering the people? That's more important to me.
Oh, yeah, of course. What is in? Manje, you would be writing about electricity.
Nah. Well, I would if they need
find a way.
Yeah, I would. But now I feel like artists today don't echo the sentiments of the people.
Yeah.
Now they write about their Bentleys and their cigar smoking and their Hennessy drinking and all that. But now us, when we came in, we had a purpose that, okay, let's mobilize the people. Let's get the people to be one. Let's motivate oneness all the time. Yeah.
When you observe us now relative to then, as you say, artists today do this. What do you think has changed about those you were there and these young ones now in terms of their perspective of life? How do they? Because you guys obviously you say, I remember the music. Like Dube using his reference, he spoke about alcohol. There's a song where he says, "Don't
I'm
drink.
a slave.
I'm a slave to alcohol." And all his music was quite conscious of the problems of the people. And you know his amazing performance at Ellis Park Stadium, where he's in the all of that
concert in the park.
There you go. And the music was always conscious of what's happening. But you're saying right now life has changed so much. What do you think is different about then and now for these musicians that are making music today?
Right now, I'm so in love with Amapiano because I was like maybe the first one to transcend from old school Kwaito into Amapiano. So Maporisa came and we did Indaba Kabani. I like that because now that has identity. When it plays, whether you're in Nigeria or where, and it's that first beat, you know, hey, it's South Africa, South Africa. You know, I like that. That's called identity. But now, the other sector, I don't know which ones, or I cannot mention those. They feel like they like being American.
Mm,
And they start doing music that's American. But the
Yeah.
diction, it's not the same.
Of course, it can be.
We can't do what the Americans do better than them.
Of course.
Whereas they Americans want to be us.
Mm.
They look at us and think, wow, that's my brother, man. I need to go home, man. I need to go home.
Yeah, when they see you
Yeah.
as an African.
Yes.
They
They really admire.
Yeah.
But we want to be like them. And Bona, they've lost the culture sort of. They've lost everything African about them.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's an interesting reality about how we want to be them, and technically they want to be.
They want to be us. Yeah.
Asitibane elwandle.
You know what I mean? Yo.
Asitibane elwandle.
Hey.
Your beginnings of your music has Funky Mohapi somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's my inspiration. So as I started, when I was studying, I was friends with Hot Sticks Mabuse. So he'd come pick me up in my house every day. When I come from school, I come early, he picks me up. We hit around with him like I was a kid. But then, and then when they go perform, I go with them. I sit in the kumbi. So I sit with Masika there in the second seat from the back.
Yeah.
And they tell me, says, no, you know, when you make a song, you don't write big bombastic words like somebody needs a dictionary to listen to your song. Your grammar must be like, easy to the ear.
That's it.
Not grammar that is vulgarish, explicit, or or racist.
Yeah.
Or it's got to be easy on the air, and anybody should listen, memorize, and be able to want to sing the song. You see, so I call it like is give. If you give a little bit of what you have, you will get more than you have.
There
Simple
you
like
go.
that.
Yes.
You see, and it's a song. Not too many lyrics in the song. If you listen to it,
Don't overwrite.
So give, don't. Yeah.
Wow, that was funky.
Yeah.
One of my favorite funky happy song is Hamnana.
Ew, that was the greatest person.
It's still a big song even now.
Funky. Yeah.
So you got to meet him because you were Nabo Sipo.
Yeah. Bengamba nabo, abaya show, they would pick me up.
What did they like about Lintwana?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So likable. Like, I don't know what happened. Hey, what was happening, man? Hey.
Did they identify the musician in you?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd always push me to, Dingos, man, come, man, let's do something. Yeah. My first recording, first ever, I did with Hot Sticks. It's an album called Heartbeat.
Okay.
Harare.
I don't even know it.
Heartbeat, you'll find it. I know, Mr. Shazam, you'll do it. You'll get it. Yeah, Mr. David Shazam.
Wow.
Right. It's called Heartbeat. I think it's got 2 tracks. It was a maxi, a maxi.
Yes, I know.
A vinyl, one track
one
this
track
side, one track that. Yeah, sure.
Your Moshimala printe one.
Yeah, but that was nice to introduce somebody. And,
yes.
But I was doing it for Harare. Sipo taught me everything I need to know musically and everything. I give all credits to him.
Was he the Sipo the woke chima? When you met him,
he had a bicycle.
He
had a bicycle, and he would do his round bicycle. Sometimes he would come with a bicycle to my house. This guy.
We are fit.
Yeah, he was 2 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he was a drummer. Yes.
But he transcended drumming, and then he went to flute, and then he went to saxophone.
And then he went to singing.
Yes. Yeah.
He was like Phil Collins.
Yeah.
He was the guy that started with drums, ended up with the microphone.
Up front there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What stands out to you about what you've learned from him? What is it? Because you said he taught you a lot. What are some of the memories of the lessons that you got from Ubrasi?
Hey, Brasipo taught me everything, man. Like attitude, stage presence, stagecraft.
Wow.
How to communicate with the stage. I'd learn from him. I'd watch him and understand, this is what happens. But he told me everything. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. I admire that in him, and I took from him.
Wow.
That's
incredible. Yeah. No, he doesn't. I know. Like, you can't buy Brasipo anything to drink. It doesn't matter.
For years, since I knew him, he never drank beer or something. Incredible, seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
I was born in Orlando West, Soweto.
Ikasiaga Brasipo.
Yeah, Mariuko Extension.
Okay.
Now I'm in Pumulong.
Oh, Gabon.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kamobo Vilagasi, Kamo.
Yeah,
that
mo gaufinyana le
area.
stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I'm right
Mo
around there.
gaufinyana le sport.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born there. As a kid, I used to be like known too
Why?
much.
Why?
I don't know. And I was born alone at my house. Nobody.
So
there
you
was
don't
no-
have brother or sister?
Nah, but I have my father had other children too. You know, but
Okay.
I'm the firstborn out of
Ah,
my father's children.
jeez.
So they're my brothers, and I have a sister too, two sisters.
But what is it about you that people? You say you were a known kid in the
Yeah,
hood.
big time. I don't know.
There must be something that you were
I-
doing.
They used to hire me sometimes to go to weddings and buy me a suit, and then there's another little girl here like my age. Swan, 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 swan.
So you, as a kid in the front.
Yeah, in the front.
So you were
Page boy, yeah.
you were a popular kid when you were still a baby.
Very
basically.
popular. I don't know how, but I was, man. And then there's one old lady, Mam Zotwa. She used to like me, and she played tennis.
Yeah.
So she told my mom, "Hey, Mantun, why don't you take this boy to a tennis court?"
Mm.
And I said, "Tennis court? Yeah." I said, "Yeah, buy me a racket." And my mom bought me. Maybe I was 12. And I went to the tennis court, and then I spent my whole day there. For years, tennis saved my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because my hood was Orlando West. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Orlando West. Every Tsotsis could come there and meet our Tsotsis in Orlando West. And,
Yeah.
my hood is just that hood.
So you which is boy again?
No, not really.
Well, like
but
tennis,
yeah,
no.
but at home we're not rich. We're
Yeah.
struggling.
Okay. All right.
Struggling.
Yes,
I'm staying with my grandfather and my mom.
Mm.
Yeah, and my mom was working, earning quite little money.
Of course.
Yeah, but but at least we could have jam and butter.
Yeah.
yeah.
Balloon and cheese with his cock.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow. So you then decided and chose it. And what did you like about it? Surely there must be something you enjoyed about
tennis.
tennis.
No, it taught me a lot, tennis, because it's one sport.
Mm.
It's competitive.
Of course.
So I can beat you with your mistakes.
yes.
I can see that his backhand is not very proper,
Mm.
and I play my balls on your backhand and win the games,
Yeah.
something like that. But it's competitive, and you can communicate. It teaches you quite a lot, because we meet up with clubs from all over the country, and it was like very nice.
So you did tennis
Big time,
like proper.
religiously.
I didn't know this about
Yeah,
it. I read your profile. It doesn't have tennis.
Nah, religiously, man.
What?
That was the sport I was playing.
and all because of this lady.
Yes, Mamzoto,
Yeah.
yeah, Kokzoto, yeah.
Were you any good?
No, that it was in apartheid era, baba. Just to kick me away from the streets, keep me away from the streets, and meet other people with same mindset, everything.
That's it.
Yeah.
Got the short
Short
pants.
pen, yeah.
Isn't claw.
Yeah, got to be fit, baba. Techies,
I am
white.
blown away
Yeah.
at this interest.
But now we don't have a tennis court back home in Orlando West, because now they demolished it and built a clinic.
It's sad. And no tennis court. They didn't
Now
move
the
it.
kids, I look at the kids today idling, and I'm thinking, we didn't grow up like this, man.
Yeah.
We're alternatives, or reko holong, bailo dance, babang, and do things like that, and sketch. But we don't have that anymore.
That's what I did. I mean,
Yeah.
I was a ballroom dancer.
Cha cha cha.
I've never said this before. Ever. So I probably did.
Thank you.
I was a ballroom dancer.
Thank you.
My friends were jealous.
Eh,
I'll tell you what about.
Yeah.
That I get to hold a girl.
Yes. And the girls always want to be you. Partner you. Come here, Bata David.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
friends were like, hey, no, so I'm twar.
Yeah.
I'm twar. It used to fascinate me.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So
But
those were the days.
but it was fun, isn't it?
No, it was flip.
Yeah.
I have a lot of great memories of that
Yes,
time.
for sure,
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
you're also correct when you talk about the reason why kids should be off the streets. Because
Yeah.
it was a commitment every day. We had to go there.
Exactly. Activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the alternative was horrible.
It was very bad. I'm telling you, 1976.
Uprising. How old were you then? Give or
Maybe
take.
I was 12 or 13.
Okay. Yeah.
That day, I
Yes.
still remember,
Sure.
because our tennis court was next to the railway station,
Mm-hmm.
and we had lights.
Yeah.
That day, we light the lights at night,
Yes.
and the soldiers guarding in the station were watching us. They enjoyed, and they just watched us.
Oh, they watched this.
So we had protection.
Oh, so what is it? The night before?
The very same night.
Oh, it was after the riots during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to tennis
Because
game.
we always went to the tennis court.
Yes.
So we said, it's in the tennis court, and we went there. We even slept there. We used to sleep there in the dressing rooms and these things.
Jeez.
Because there was a time the people from the hostels were attacking the people from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So all the boys had to run away. You remember that time?
I
of our
remember that
lives?
time
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yes.
So
That's the late 70s, even early 80s.
Yeah, we went to the tennis court there. We spent nights there, everything there. So tennis really saved my life in all these things.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You speak of the night of the Soweto uprising, 1976. You say because soldiers were watching the game.
Yeah. They were watching us play tennis. They were fascinated. How come? Die dakkies hulle speel. And we were playing.
And let's be a hood.
And we were playing. Hitting the ball there. Nice. Yeah.
Did you have aspirations of taking it further, this tennis thing?
Yeah, nah, maybe the back of music really, because I would play and sing at the same time.
Play tennis while
And sing another song I heard in the morning.
That's funny. That's unexpected. So music was...
And they used to say, hey, Tenwa, it's a pina, and I'm singing. Ow. Hey. But it was fun, man. I used to make fun of everything.
I absolutely love that about you.
Yeah.
And you're saying you're born and raised in that household with no siblings.
No siblings.
Timer, where was this?
Yeah, man. In those years, man, I think his hands were full. He had other women. He got married to some. That's why I have other brothers, and
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, never got married to your mom. Yes,
yeah.
But was he around? Did you see him?
I never had a real connection with him.
Yeah.
But my grandmother used to take care. His mother.
Oh.
He used to take care of me too much.
Oh.
Like make sure I go visit the house.
Oh,
Sometimes
the
he's not
grandmother
there.
was aware of your presence.
Existence.
You were not a secret.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say she contributed to some of your life experiences.
Big time, yeah. Because she made sure I go to that house and I see my grandfather and, just, yeah.
Did you later on form a strong bond with that side of the family?
No, I'm still connected to them.
Yeah.
Although the grandparents are no more there. I was there the other day. No, it wasn't that, because my grandfather from my mother's side didn't want this to happen. Because my mother got pregnant very early. So he was always angry about them. That's why my father didn't even come to my house. Or, that's why I don't know him that much.
Yeah.
But I know him. But I don't remember sitting with him chatting or him
None of that.
Yeah, but I had a fatherly love from my grandfather.
Your mother's dad.
Yeah. That guy was so... my granddad, he told me, you know what my granddad told me one day? He said, hey, my man, the day you meet Mandela, you must just tell him your surname and you see what would happen. But before we knew Mandela, even the pictures in there.
When Mandela was this Messiah who's far away, who's coming one day.
Yes. Hey, but I regret that I never met him that close. But I was with Bochiko, Lebo Brenda. And when the time came, Reoko and I that, hey, Mandela.
It's a gang
always,
of people.
Yeah, but now me, I'm so much reserved. Like, I don't want to be saying Mandela, hey, Mandela, I'm Maliwa. Maliwa, I know your granddad. I probably say that.
But what is the story? Do you know the story?
The story is that my granddad used to host Bo Mandela Lebo Sisulu because they were around there.
Of course, same neighborhood.
So they made meetings there in my house. In my house.
Wow.
So my granddad was banished for about 20 years, house arrest.
Yes.
Every day we went to Orlando Police Station, sign, Ekestessen. I'm still around.
Yeah.
And now, no people were allowed in my house. No more than 3 people should be found there.
Sure.
Not more than 3 people should be found there.
So Babu Maliwa was a big political player.
Big time, but very... behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible, eh? Because sometimes we forget that that neighborhood because of the presence of this young man at the time, Nelson, it was quite a busy neighborhood when it
Yeah.
comes to this political activity.
big time.
Because it's the same neighborhood. How far away, time-wise, how long would it take you from your home to the old Nelson Mandela house?
20 minutes?
It's not far at all.
No,
It's a short walk.
Yeah, it's a very short walk, yeah. 20
Jeez.
minutes at the most, yeah.
Very volatile space.
Yo, and those people were one man. The spirit there was crazy, man. One, and people who come from all over the country come in there, Orlando, just get a mission, start there, or whatever. Jenny, come in, Orlando, get a mission.
Go wherever
yeah.
you're going.
Yeah.
You were too young to know any of those, obviously, those meetings. You were not,
No,
you were not around.
I was not born
Yes.
yet. Yeah.
You hear those stories
I
later
hear,
when the
yeah.
old man.
Yeah. But there's this other guy who told me the story one day. And I was thinking, this guy, he told me exactly what my grandfather told me, that he used to Akhabudisebo Mandela, Lisisulu, like,
Politically,
conscientize them.
yes.
Yeah, big time. So, Spatigo told me, hey, when I tell what's been the Temula, nights are so. Hey, where do you know that from, Spatigo? I was so surprised, but happy, Now, this is the second, testimony I get. Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think there's a story to be told about your granddad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you may benefit from as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There might be a story to be told where you spend a minute or two just asking around. You'll be
Yeah.
surprised of the stories you'll hear.
Yeah, I will hear. Yes, for sure.
Or in that house.
Exactly. But people still know that.
Mm.
Old people in Orlando West still know that. Hey, Ntate Maliwa, Ntate. My grandfather never worked, a white man.
What?
He never did. He had tents and he hired out tents, canvas tents.
Yeah, born, yes.
We used to push them with a wheelbarrow.
Course.
It's a heavy stuff, Baba. Push. Maybe we have 3.
Just
And then we take out 2. We put one here, put another one, go
Mm,
get
whether it's
another tent.
funeral or
Yeah,
wedding.
umsebenzi or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have to throw the steel on the
5
ground.
pounds hammer, Baba. 5 pounds hammer. Yes. I could hook up a tent like alone. Nice,
And those
easy.
things are not easy to do.
Yeah, never easy.
You had a proper upbringing, eh?
Yeah.
I bet you when you look back at the fact that you ended up with this old man, what feelings come to you when you think about that?
I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful that he was able to be there to guide me. And David, when I went to school,
Mm.
at the last school I went to, and I did standard 9
Mm-hmm.
and matric, but all the schools, like I was the cleanest.
Wow.
At Selelekela, people will tell you that went to school with me. I won that competition. I don't know how many.
Oh, there was a competition. Yeah.
No, yeah, the principal
cleanest
would,
kid in
yeah,
school.
Yeah, he would
We should have
announce.
that again.
Yeah, we should. Eh?
We should.
And the principal would announce, hey,
Uteni.
yeah, yo. Yeah, but because of my granddad. So my granddad used to make sure that my shirt is white, my pants are nice mtsetse, my shoes are
Great funnel.
my shoes are polished, every day.
You were that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all because of him, not you.
no.
It was all
No, but I
Granddad.
grew up with that. I
Yeah.
knew that, oh God, I have to polish my shoes, my shirt, and everything has to be proper. Yeah, because of him.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you say it never worked for a white man. Did he ever sit down with you to Khokhabudisa the same way you said about black
The
power
struggle.
and all of that? Even if
Yeah.
it's not necessarily the struggle, but the black consciousness and the independence of one's life.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Because I was very, very young. I wouldn't have understood most of the things, but
Yeah.
But in Jay, his mannerism, how he conducted himself, was, it's what I admire mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you carried his last name, obviously.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
of your mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
Malewa, yeah, for sure.
Proudly. Yeah.
Proudly Pedi Baba. Yeah.
Was Zimmerman?
Awa, ke a bolela nyana bikinyana mara,
Utlwa
awa.
bikinyana eo e
Awa,
senyehile
aya.
Bikinyana.
Awa. Ai, a ke se kgone pila.
Yeah, wa se zama.
Yeah, ke a se mara ke a se utlwa.
Yeah, of course.
Katelich, ababulela Katelich.
Ba re. Le nna sa ka ke sa ko Mamelodi. Se have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Kia Mamelodi with my granddad. He had some relatives there.
What?
Yeah. Go mums. I
Yes.
remember I would catch a bus at Alexander, whatever taxi, straight to Mums.
Mamelodi, yeah.
Or Hammanskraal.
Cafe.
Go Nukaning. Why is he Nukaning?
Negates hantle fe.
Why is?
So he had Pretoria roots.
Yeah, he's from Nukaning actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So let time a bit left.
Yeah, big time. Always in a suit. Imagine.
Even if he was renting a maten.
Yeah.
Angaspa.
Yeah. I get away and he washes and he does this thing. Yeah. But nobody would come visit him. That was the challenge, you see. Nobody.
Because they couldn't.
Yeah, if they came, Pela, he was being checked by police almost every, I don't know how many times a month. That cop.
Oh, you know that knock?
He knocks.
That knock that hits your heart.
So, quack.
Yeah.
Quack. We knew. Bula mnyaka. Yeah. Akutsibe wabua
Yes.
ngayitseng, yeah. Wow.
And then uting.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
they,
that's why I think he survived. He could have gone to jail, Libona, maybe, probably. But I don't know. Maybe they had no proof
yes.
or things like
yes.
that. Yeah.
Wow, man. Jeez. Grootman was something else.
Yeah,
Eh?
big time.
That's amazing. I'm fascinated by that. And you go to which school first?
At first, I went to Puti Primary School.
Okay.
That's where Pesesco is, next door, Matsike, Orlando West.
Gabon,
Yeah,
yes, I see that.
Puti.
Yeah.
And then Puti, I went to Bele for maybe a year. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah. And
Mama
then
Child, I don't want to do this.
no,
anymore.
it wasn't really kosher, the school. Kimbui Somakubo.
Yes.
Yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
I don't know, man. And it's an old school, it has tradition and all that, but I didn't feel it. So the next year, I went to Orlando East. I went to Leratong.
Other side.
Yeah,
Yes.
Leratong
Yes.
Primary School.
Ah.
When they passed there, and then
You obviously like that. You
yeah,
hung
I
around.
loved it. Leratong principal was Titi Liwayo.
Yes.
Yeah, former Orlando Pirates secretary or whatever.
Wow.
You know, before these people from the league were educated people.
Yeah.
Mposula, and you know Mposula?
The name comes
Yeah,
to mind.
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But all those people weren't statistics.
yeah.
They were nearly the
Academics.
academics
Yeah,
or
yeah.
somewhere involved with the education.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
I went to Leratong, and then after Leratong, I went to Kelokitso, Zone 9.
Yeah.
That was the best
West.
school.
Now you're back
no,
to West.
in Zone 9.
Okay.
In Middlelands.
Middlelands.
I travel.
okay.
I have to
Jeez.
travel. I travel by bus. It's nice. There were school buses then. So I'd go to a shop somewhere next to my place,
Melipa.
Melipasi, get into the bus, collect other kids straight to Zone 9. Imagine, man.
That time is not gone. Okay.
Hey, yeah.
I'm thinking already. It's amazing how there were things that worked.
Yeah, they did work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to Kelokitso. There, it was the best school I have ever been to.
Why?
Where they haunt my everything. Kelokitso, we had a principal who used to wear cufflinks. And the teachers, the mistresses wore heels.
You even remember the cufflinks.
Yeah, yeah. And the teachers used to wear, you had to wear cufflinks.
Yeah.
In
well,
a shirt, on a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we used to train the whole school. Every day, early in the morning. Maybe boys do 4 kilometers, girls do 2.
What?
Before there was the Dobsonville, whatever, we ran around there. All of us.
Oh, that Dawsonville didn't exist.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All of us
Uh,
would run. Yeah. And then Kenali Maxima Ponyani,
Cho, cho, cho.
the great Mahupela, Kilam Kwanazi.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a great school, man.
I think Marx talks about that school because he talks about a lot of sports.
Yeah.
He talks about
Yeah.
and we'll find the clip. He talks about the school where there was just a lot of sports that he was doing.
Yeah. The Kelokizo team would pit everyone in Soweto.
Then that's it.
Everyone. They knew, Lalali Kelokizo, now you can win.
I love it when these stories come together.
And they connect.
Yeah, they connect.
Yeah.
Because this is Max's story.
Yeah. Wow.
Corey, this is
I used to eat with him.
yeah.
Lunchtime, he give me money, and I go and queue. And fascinating enough. I go to the queue. I'm always number one, even though I'm late. I'm number last, but I'll make my way through up there.
How did you do it?
I don't know. I make my way up there. When they give me even parcela.
Yes.
And I give the guys, let's eat, boys. Before lunch, they come to me. The gazat. Tell me we're 4 or 5. Give me 5 rand. How you buy it, you mean? And then I go, I create a menu. Hey, they used to love it. I created a nice menu. Yeah.
And at the time, I guess you didn't know, both of you, Max and Kamazu, that you'll end up as superstars later on in your life.
We didn't. We didn't. Yo.
That's incredible, eh?
Yeah.
No, he tells a story of when he was younger at school. There were a lot of soccer players.
Yeah.
And sports people
time.
in that school.
Even cricket, tennis was in our school. We used to play all those coconut sports. Cricket, tennis, basketball.
Chocho.
Yonke into baba.
And during apartheid. The heart of apartheid.
Because our principal, understand, he had about, I don't know how many degrees, like Mkabe sort of.
Like Mkabe.
Yeah.
Endless.
8, 12 degrees. He was prim and proper, Kitli Khwale. Yeah, that guy. And he was a champ in cricket and I don't know what else did he play.
Yeah.
Cricket and yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What a time, eh? And you say it honed your personality.
Big time. I used to sit with a guy at school called Robert Silepe. He's a surgeon today. Sit next to me. And we write algebra. And the teacher will write, on the board. Question 1, question 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. As soon as he drops the chalk and he does this, Robert says, amazingly so day.
Yeah.
He says, and then he's sitting next to me, and then the teacher comes.
Secretary.
And he closes the book. He looks at me. I'm not even past question 2.
Robert Secretary.
So I ask him, hey man, how do you do it? He says, no, man, when I come from school, I sit with my dad and we do, because we have books, syllabuses, and we can read what the teacher's going to teach tomorrow. So he practices this until he can write it like a back of his arm, like,
wow. Incredible,
Baba.
Did you pick up from that? I need to try this trick.
Hey, well, me, I was just busy, man. I was just too busy. But I wasn't a big kid. I'd come out number 8, number 7 in class.
Top 10.
Yeah, top 10. I would get it, yeah.
It sounds like it was a competitive school, though. It was a school of excellence, of sorts.
The school. Every Monday, the teacher would come in class, the principal.
Principal, no?
Yeah, all the classes.
He would visit all the classes.
Yeah, and then it says, maybe if he finds a teacher of maths in the class, it says test, because Friday we write tests for all the subjects, every Friday. You see how fast how honed we were.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he comes in and says, number 13, it goes to 100, who got 100?
Yes. I got 100.
98, 91, until the 0. So you think you can get 0 in that school?
Oh, you can't. You'll be exposed. You'll be exposed.
Yeah.
You're going to raise your hand. Aiming to Lizzie.
Yeah. It was so nice. That's so nice.
I bet you there are people who are going to watch this part of this and say, I remember that school.
Yeah, Kelokiso. Everybody hated Kelokiso in the hood because we were so competitive. Educationally, we would get great marks. Sports, everything. We had Miss whatever in our school. Miss Ellerins or whatever we had in our school.
What?
Yeah.
Well, how was the arts? Was there anything like that encouraged it? That encouraged music and things?
No.
Yeah.
It was more physical sports, physical games like that.
Yeah.
Music, there's still no arts.
No
I wish
arts,
they had. They never did. Yeah,
because people like you would have.
I would have jumped in
almost immediately.
Yeah, sure.
The musical bug, where does it bite you in your upbringing? Do you find the time when you started getting interested in Lumsindo?
I used to make my own drums, paint.
Yeah, paintings.
Cymbals, and play, Baba, and play. And I didn't know English, and just sing my own lines and just
from
create
popular songs.
Yes, I used to be so popular in my hood that I used to go to Kosgangeng in the field, and we put plastics and a little kick hole, and we make people come in 2 cents. Hey. Everybody who knows me in my hood knows that Danny used to make noise, Baba, and out pitos.
Was there a rhythm? Was there a rhythm that was coming from that?
You saw those pictures I show you when I went. I show you I was playing that thing. I was teaching this other guy, showing him, listen, you want to play nice, hold your sticks like this, because even hold sticks taught me.
Oh, of course.
So I know I have the technique,
So you know that
use your wrist.
Yes.
He said, but yeah, I said, try it. And he did. He couldn't believe. He was loving it. Oh, I'm going to practice then. I'm going to practice. Yeah. I had rhythm like crazy.
And a self-taught drama with rhythm.
With the rhythm like crazy. So I came in and I wanted to play percussions when I came in for hot sticks and play congos and what. And you know Mabito Bejani?
Yes.
Once as I was involved with Mabito Bejani, I don't know where I was. He says to me, I see you like these things. I say, very much. He says, now, you got to be prepared, or you're going to put on some kanga cloths.
Yeah.
You're going to opera misisi, nsube snafy, like them pep.
Ube traditional healer.
I say, really? Why? He says, because these things are made from a skin of a goat and a cow. And those animals are sacred. So you'll evoke the spirits when you play them. That's why you see us when we play them, we get to a trance and
do.
And then I thought, you really? And I started researching and looking at all the percussion players, how they are, what they do. And I thought, I could find some similarity in what this guy was telling me. And if they didn't, they get loco.
Yes.
You good. So I just...
That's the reason you didn't become a percussionist.
Hands down, guys. I'm fine.
Yeah, not this one.
Yeah, not this one. Yeah.
That's interesting,
Yeah.
And the singing voice.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that early on in your life?
Yeah. I never thought I could hit a note, but I knew I could memorize and be in the, in a beat and
yeah.
But then when people started saying, no man, you must try this, Boselo, Chico and Hot Sticks, hey man, Hot Sticks especially.
Yeah.
Hot Sticks really was more interested in getting me into doing
the music.
Yes. And we did Heartbeat. Yo, nice tune. Very nice. I went with Sipho Kumete, you remember?
Yeah,
Master Blaster.
Not.
Bass.
Yeah.
Sipho Kumete. Yeah. Alex came from Hotline, guitar. But then the first recording, I thought, with all these grades.
Were you aware of the status of these artists?
Yeah, but that was my interest, like doing music. So I used to follow all of them.
Oh, yeah. So you knew of them.
Yeah.
I'm still curious to know the transition from the tennis guy to the guy who's going to this amazing school to, but music is the direction I'm going to take. One, how was it taken at home when you said,
nah, I never told them.
Okay.
My mom was so strict, but so strict, like outgoing, a nice person.
Yeah.
But she was so strict. Once she called Ivan Koza to come in with me after she heard that I want to do singing and things like that. Actually, how she saw me, she saw me on TV. Korobela.
She didn't know.
She didn't know, but she could see, man. I'm busy with these guys.
Why Puma?
But she liked them because, they're prim and proper. They're not like rough guys.
Abu
Sticks, yeah. Hello, mama, the guy. She gave them cakes and all these things because she used to love to bake.
Okay.
And then, she saw me on TV. She looked at the song. Hey, when? Hey, when a teaser. We ain't sending to it. I said, last week, man. Oh, it's nice. She
liked it.
Yes, oh, okay. Oh, Eminati Marion. I was shocked. Yeah. And then I thought, okay, I've got to go ahead, then I can do it.
You had a small detour there. We spoke about Ivan Koz. What is that?
No,
moment?
Because now, so my mama said, no, man, Ivan,
Yes.
oh no, this guy wants to do music. What. Hey, so Ivan sat me down. He says, you're going to be making money here. I said, yeah. He says, music is something else, whatever.
Oh, night out.
Yeah, but he was encouraging me to go to school and learn. And hey, but when the buck hits you, I never listen to any good advice.
No one will tell you
Nah,
anything.
nah, for sure.
So,
Yeah.
so your mom knew people like that because those.
Yeah, because Ivan's wife, Mama Mantua,
Mm.
is my mom's cousin.
So
Yeah.
you're related.
Yes, we
Yes.
are. Yeah.
Jeez, Ari, come talk to.
Yeah, come talk to Tiza, man. Change his mind. But the old man tried. He tried, but he's such a lovely guy. Didn't force it into me. He just showed me,
The,
pros and cons. Yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
man.
you still
Yeah.
you still chose
I
it.
listened, but I thought, okay, maybe I'll do it after a year or so. Let me try this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Were you ever then pushed to do more than just your matric, beyond matric?
I didn't pass matric. That's the saddest part of it.
Yes.
Because when I was at that point of my life, matric.
With that amazing school, no?
Yeah, now, because I went to another school now.
Oh.
Because Kelokiso stopped at Form 3. It didn't have Form 4 in matric.
Hey.
So I went to Orlando East.
You realized that your life would have been different
Yeah, big time. Had I stayed in Kelokiso
for another 2 years.
Yes, it would have been so superly so.
And it's probably not only you.
Mm-hmm.
Many other kids,
Yeah.
they probably also
Feel
went
like that
different
way.
directions because they lost that 2 years.
Exactly. And I get to the school. Hey, I see. Yeah. I think Utocha who legal.
Which school is that?
God, Orlando East.
Orlando East.
Yeah.
With your torture.
Slelekele. We used to sit in a class like this, and if the teacher's not coming, you check. Okay. So, there we go. We abscond. We go. Boom. Come tomorrow. And come tomorrow, no consequences. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. But that was the time. Education later. Freedom now.
Oh, their mindset was also different.
Yeah.
Freedom now, education later. I remember that state of mind.
Yeah. We're right there.
Boy.
We're caught in that thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had to push it.
Freedom now.
Education later. And we achieved it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. The problem, though, is I think we still say that.
Yeah.
Whether we say it in practice, we still talk about freedom first, education later. Because what you're describing still continues in a lot of schools. That whole teacher, and even now, you're dealing
it's
with...
more difficult now.
Yeah, but we're dealing with kids that are even... They can stand up to the teacher.
I'm telling you so, Baba. It's more difficult now to be a teacher today. Especially in the hood, it's really more difficult. I pity the teacher.
Particularly at high school level.
It's worse. I have a friend who's a teacher.
Yeah.
But he's smart because he's been there, been around. And, he's teaching them that, but they like him because he's, he acts like them. He's their age. And they can adapt to whatever he's bringing in, Yeah, it's hard now. Kids today,
they are difficult.
Mm.
Yeah, but I saw a video of some kid,
principal,
no teacher young maka or something. And then a kill twadi. Papata mutu, kargecho Nobody, we couldn't have done.
We couldn't do that. Today is much harder to teach, man. But then again, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. That's why I say it's we still believe in the phrase, I think, of education later, freedom now.
Yeah, but we are free.
Well, but I get it. We forgot. That
we are
that
free.
lie. We should now swap those lies or get rid of the other part. Or the education first.
Education
will
first,
solve,
for sure.
We'll solve.
For
education
sure.
will bring us the economic freedom that we want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Different time, eh?
Yeah.
So now being legal, Uglof, how does that affect you now, academically?
I failed standard 9. Now,
of course.
First time I failed standard 9, right? Now my mind is clogged up with a lot of things. Music this side.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Harari. I'm friends with Sakile. I'm friends with all the top bands. Now, they come fetch me at school with a branded car, Harare.
Harare.
Hey,
Asiyolana le ntwana.
hey, imagine.
That's why I wonder, what the hell do they want with you?
I don't know. You must ask God Sticks one day you talk to him.
And you fail Standard 9.
Yes.
How's the reaction at home?
Hey, like there was no, during that time, nobody was interested if their kids are going to school or,
Yeah.
it was like, because you say you go to school and then, hey, Siyanyova, oh, asikhwelwa, all that,
Yeah.
Aura fitla skolo, gates are locked and all that.
Ish.
So there wasn't much interest in knowing that. I don't remember how they reacted, but I don't think I was in trouble.
No. Granddad,
yeah,
was he still around?
He was still around, but then I had to do it again, and I passed.
Yes.
And I went to matric. Yeah.
How was that experience?
Same thing happened again. Yo, I missed with 1 point or something like that.
Distractions from
all over. Distractions all over, Baba. You couldn't focus then.
Sure.
It was a bad time of any youth to be growing up in Soweto then. Because you take the wrong direction and you're messed up for your rest of your life.
You know that those who didn't survive it,
they never did.
Fortunately, when you had Abu Prasipo.
Yeah, and I was still playing tennis then.
Imagine that.
Yeah, because tennis, they wanted me to teach sometimes.
Oh, to teach.
Show me how you play this thing. Come, play.
You became really good.
Hey, I used to love it. I used to play it religiously, like I say, man.
You became really
I'll
good.
go there at the tennis court 9 in the morning, get out at 9 at night.
What?
Oh, almost every day.
It was your life.
It was my life, seriously. There wasn't nothing else to do.
That's incredible. I wouldn't have thought so about your life.
Yeah.
And now you fail matric again.
Mm-hmm.
Surely there's a time when you give up. You think, I didn't.
Yeah. And then I failed once and I thought, I'm not going back there.
Oh, you didn't do it? You didn't try it again?
No, I didn't try it again. I thought, nah, I'll see it.
Oh, lady.
I tried to find me a job. And I went to this job. I don't know. My mom's friend found me a job.
What job was
it? OK.
Yeah.
And I was dispatch or something like that.
And
I worked one day.
Hey, Diman.
Yeah, just one day. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. No, money. I can't deal with this. Please understand.
Yeah.
I will see, Baba. Please. My mom understood.
Do you remember why you didn't like the job?
Yeah, I was packing stuff. And I didn't like it, man. It's just and behind there in the back dispatch, You
didn't like it.
I really didn't like it. I stayed for a day. I worked for a day. And I didn't want to go back again.
Yeah.
Next.
But in your mind, did you have plan B or what was going on in your head?
In my head, already like I was friends with all these people that didn't
Famous
work.
people.
Yeah. So I thought, and I met Korobela. And Korobela made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it took me out and then I could build a wall for my house, for my mom. Change the house from 3-room to No, then I did albums, Kamina Gawena, and then I traveled with Stimela.
But before that, this moment for me matters a lot, and I realize why it matters, because it's the transition between nothing to a bit of something.
Exactly.
Yes. And you say you hung out with people who didn't work.
Yeah.
Here you're talking about musicians.
Yeah.
they were around the whole thing. They were not working for anyone.
Everything. And they had money.
And cars.
They were trying very hard. They had money. And I thought, I could do this. But because also I could at least hit a note,
I'll try this.
So I went to a festival with Hot Sticks and I was opening.
Yeah.
Because he was booked and was opening as Harare. With my friends Bomzondile Kent and Jeff Radin, all Keith. Sello Muntwedi.
Okay.
Yeah. When,
Doing what song? You're not.
Heartbeat.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That heartbeat song.
Chi. Doing the Heartbeat song. Hey, and then Pondlov was sitting backstage and watching. Hey, and he came to me. He says, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "Fine." He says, "You see me? I was in a group. Now I got out of the group.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on my own. And you see now, I bought this. He showed me his BMW. You see? So I think you're not good in a group. You're gonna clash with these guys everything.
He was watching.
Yeah. I think you should just go on your own, bruh. Think about doing your
Kind of which group was he with?
Pondlov.
Is it Stimela? No. He sang with.
Yeah, that's a group.
Paul Ndlovu.
Yeah.
I bet you Paul Ndlovu sang with Prare Phiri.
Yes.
I'm almost certain of that.
I'm sure, man.
Yeah, I'm almost
Yeah.
certain of the story that
Street Kids.
Yeah.
It
'Cause-
was not the Street Kids.
I don't know. Yeah, but I think I remember a Prare story where he speaks of there were notes that this guy couldn't do. And I wanted those notes. And that's why I ended up singing.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pondlov went to,
And then maybe there's another group. It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he did that.
And he said
So-
I went solo.
And I went solo. So do that. And then immediately, Chico was here next to me. So that's how Korobela came.
Yeah.
And then immediately Chico said, studio kausani. Studio kausani. I don't know what was he doing.
Mm.
He came pick me up.
How was Chico introduced to you? Do you remember?
Chico and Sinyaka.
Gee, listen.
They
to
almost came in the same time in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we just hit it out with them and just hit it out like that. Became closest friends ever.
And you're still in Tuana.
Yeah. Almost Nali Chico were almost the same age. Yeah, Sinyaka was a bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And Chico was always ambitious and always trying out new things and all that, you know.
Yeah.
I did a couple of songs there, no? Even the Benjamin Dube one, Holy Spirit.
It's
That
Chico
we composed,
song.
yeah. We composed with Chico. and Madlamin, Mkomboti, I mean.
Madlame.
Yeah, I
Yes.
sing that song.
Oh, really?
That's my
Really?
voice there. In
Okay.
the back there, yeah.
Oh, you are-
Mkomboti.
That's you.
Madlame. Yeah. I know when I did that, I was in the studio, Kitsamele Chico, because I used to hang around him all the time.
Yeah.
So he was doing this song for Yvonne Chaka Chaka. And now they were busy, man, trying to find a hook. Now, I was sitting in the whatever room of the engineer, you know.
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
remember
the
they have
control
big desk, the
room.
control
Yeah,
room, big
yeah.
desk. And Ati van Veek
Mhm.
was the engineer.
Yeah.
So it was playing, and I'm singing along.
What's play? The melody is playing. The beat.
The song's playing,
The
but
beat
it's
is
got no
playing.
melody.
Oh.
The beat is playing, it's got no
Yes.
melody. So they're trying to find a melody that side.
In the-
Whatever
in-
they're
yeah.
trying to find, still low. So I'm saying, "Wemmadlamini, upumqombothi, wemmadlamini." And this guy heard me. He says, "Hey, let's do it again, Tenny." And I did it. He said, "Stop." I said, "Silo, come this side, come listen here." And I said again. He said, yeah, no, let's put it in, Baba. Yeah, it's the right thing. Let's do it. And then I will put it in. And today is a boom song.
It's a big song.
Yeah,
It became a big hit.
yeah, big time.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I hope they gave you credit.
Yeah,
They
but
must have.
But that time I was only starting. I didn't
You didn't
know.
even know.
But now there's Impra now. At least I can
Hey.
claim it now. That I sang
Yes.
in there at least, you know.
At the time, you had no idea.
No idea.
You were just a kid
I was
in
just
the
happy.
studio.
I was just happy nje to put something in there.
Just.
Yeah.
Wow, we didn't know. Now we
Yeah.
just found out.
Yeah.
Hey, Madlamini, Upumkomboti.
I did that.
One, you wrote it.
Yeah, exactly.
Two, you sang it.
I sang it. I created the melody too. You know? Wow.
That's incredible. This is before even any of your songs.
Yes. Any of my solo songs.
Songs,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Solo song. Korobela. Chico is here. You recorded. Till today, it remains one of your biggest hits. I'm sure you know
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
Why give me Korobela? What was it? Was the storyline based on? Because Untwana still.
Yeah. At that time, like I was saying, we was trying everything African.
Oh.
Everything that is African. We didn't want to go overseas, driving the Benz or whatever. We just concentrated. What can we, thought-provoking, like, you know, a topic, korobela ikhona, ayikho, ikhona ikorobela.
Yeah, okay.
And people start talking in the shipping and all that. Yeah.
And then there's a topic.
Yeah, that's a topic.
There's a
yeah,
song.
yeah.
Why give me
Yeah,
korobela?
I wonder why I cook for you. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Hey, as I went to overseas now, there's this woman from Zanzibar, Mam Chasira, Mem Suleiman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mimi Suleiman. She does poetry and plays guitar, and so she was in our group
Yeah.
as we went overseas. So first night, she had me perform. And she took these videos I just showed
Oh,
you.
yes.
Yeah. And then she comes to me and says, "Hey, Danny, wow, you killed it, brother. You killed it." And I said, "No, thank you." And then second night, we do it. And then she comes, she says, "No, man, that Korobela song, man. Come, man, that Korobela song."
Yeah, she's feeling it.
Now she's feeling it, you know.
Jeez.
But it's so catchy that even people that don't know what you're singing about can tap into it.
Yeah, they sing the lyrics.
Exactly,
yes.
yeah. It's easy to sing, yeah.
So let's go to where you are now, and we'll come back quickly. You are an international performing artist.
Yeah.
Right this minute.
Yes, sir.
You've just traveled. Tell us where you've been and why.
Last year, I went to Amsterdam and Belgium.
Yeah.
And then now this year, because it's summer now, June, you know, this year I went to Indonesia, Bali, and I went to Melbourne, and I went to Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had about 4 shows there.
You're
Performing, killing it. Yo, I actually, when I do this, I start thinking, hey, it's not easy to be on stage and just tap into it same time because
True.
the crowds are different and all that and all that.
And you don't know how they'll react.
Yes. So I get on stage and I do my thing. Hey, and at night, after the show, and I sit down and think about the show.
Yeah.
Shoo. I say, yeah. But now, I didn't get scared because now sometimes you get scared. You stopping, you hindering yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, you're stopping a lot of energy. Like now, fear dominates your performance, and you're not. And the people now can feel it. So I thought, God sent me here. Let me accept his spirit, and roll with it. I tell you, a serious spirit, Baba, came to me. But I'm so grateful, man. It's just for the first time in many years, I perform, and then after the show, people demand and hit chairs. We want more. We want more. But now time factor,
Yeah,
you know,
of course,
overseas time.
yes.
Yeah,
The other
time.
people who are performing,
Yeah.
whatever. You know?
It was beautiful.
And this shows you've just done recently. We're talking as recent as June.
June, yes. I came back on Monday.
What?
Last Monday I came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I stayed for 3 weeks. But this time it was just mind-blowing.
Are you surprised by the reaction that they have to this music?
They just love the 80s music, man.
Yeah.
They love South African music like you. It's so surprising. I mean, I play songs like End of Fire.
Yes, End of Fire.
Yeah, Sugama Paper, and they
yes.
just go mad. And I play Push In, Push Out.
Yes.
Yeah, and I play. Yeah.
I mean that is the transition, the bubblegum transition. That's that era where we were not quite sure what music was happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, when
and besides,
bubblegum was fading out and there was something else.
Yeah. Besides, then bubblegum comes from when there was cultural boycott. So we were not influenced by music from outside. We had to create our own special sound that the people would identify with, that to motivate the people like. Because we had this cultural boycott.
True, I remember well.
Yeah, it took me to Southwest to go perform with the Commodores. You remember they came this side?
Yes.
So they couldn't come this side because of
they came close by.
Close by. So I drove. First time I drove to Southwest Africa.
Yeah.
And I had a map, and the 2 girls that were backing me up, and I had a map, Baba. I drove.
Then you had hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I drove.
Again.
Baba. Southwest without ever being there. And it's first time driving a car.
Hey.
I performed without my shoes on stage. My shoes were really killing me.
Yeah.
But it was I was trending like it's a style. Without shoes on stage. Yeah, yeah.
Because your shoes were killing
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Wow.
But it was an experience.
That's amazing, eh?
Yeah.
and the Commodores, did you enjoy the performance? How was that experience?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. But I didn't even watch a long time because this guy, Caspar Darere, was a rally champion there in Southwest.
Okay.
He wanted to show me around.
Oh.
So I just watched maybe a couple of songs and got into his car, moved
Let's go,
around just to
man.
relax,
Yeah.
and then came back, drove again. That was an experience. Yo.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
You've had such an interesting life.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the fame that comes with Korobela. Your mom sees it on TV. She's surprised. What is the rest of the community doing? Remember, we're dealing with the popular Danny Oxtroya. What's happening now in your life and the community around you?
Sis. Now, I wanted to buy a car before I fix the house.
Aye.
So I tell my mom, man, he says, I'm child, because we're staying in a 3-room. You know, a 3-room. It's 3-roomed house. There's a bedroom, kitchen, and a dining room.
That's it.
That's it. So my mom asked me, says, okay, I says, now, when you got your girlfriend, where are you going to sleep? In the car. You're going to sleep in the car with your girlfriend because you're not going to bringing somebody into my house. So I thought, oh, but cool advice.
Yeah.
Says, wait a bit, man. Do first things first.
Important things.
Things first, I don't regret that decision I made.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I built a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you increased the 3-bedroom.
Yes, I made it 8-roomed house now.
Yes,
4 toilets.
This is a Korobela, man.
Yeah. Now plus the touring with Stimela and yeah, because the tour was so successful. Slow Train Music, if you remember the tour,
Yes,
I was on the tour. It was so successful. We did arenas with Ray Piri. Oh, that was the best time of my life.
Praray, what are your memories of Praray?
Praray, it was the greatest, Praray. So I went to him and said, Praray, hey man, labantu beNC bafikile man, bathi sibayenzele ingoma. Sitshela abantu ukuthi bazovota. And you know me.
1994.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, Praray, me, I don't want to align myself with that because my fans would be EIF, EFF.
Yeah, and all of
Some
that.
would be Inkatha. And suddenly, if I align myself now, start thinking, hello, So I was checking those things, you see. So Praray says, no, man, you can do the song. As long as you don't write names and say Mandela or ANC. Don't write names. Just come on, you can do that. Hey, I thought I said, and I thought, hey, we did a song with Messi Pakela for the Bed and Roses.
Okay.
First mobilization song,
Yeah.
94. Now it was a compilation of many artists, and Brahu was right there.
Yeah.
He had a song there too. So Brahu listened to our songs with Messi. And he asked around, hey, who's the light, man? And then Tembinyandeni says, no, mfana wami lo nyamazi. Ngiyazi nokuthi hlalaphi. Uyamfuna? He says, yeah, man, I need to see him. Hey, so Brahu tries to find me. One day he calls me. Hey, Melite, who's it? Hey, all right, Brahu. Tells me, this is you, Masikela. Who's it? Brahu, no, it's okay. Listen, when can we meet? I say, how's tomorrow? He says, yeah, come to Baseline tomorrow.
Jeez.
Mega Music.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so I drove there, took my friend Domiso, the trumpeter, and Domiso in your van. So we went there to check Brahu. First time. So we're talking outside.
Were you excited?
I was so much because he's my idol. I was listening to all these songs since the Union of South Africa.
That's it. There it is, behind you.
Everything.
There it is. In the middle there.
Yes.
That's there you go.
Of South
That's
Africa.
Union of South Africa.
That's it. Thank you. Top Shy.
That's the Union of South Africa.
That inspired me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we went there. We met Brahu. I always tell the story. I like it. So when we were busy with Brahu, Mom Miriam comes. So she comes. Brahu says, hey, I don't know what she called him, what he called her. As Ban, meet the lighty, and so Teni, so Kamazu. I say, yeah. I says, how are you? And so I say, I'm fine, ma'am. How are you? He says, you. First time I'm called ma'am in this country. Who- come, give me a hug.
That's funny. Hey, man, you had respect.
Yeah, big time.
Yes.
Big time. I was prim and proper.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's how I met Miriam. But that was
Yes.
the last and the first time I met her.
Oh, no.
So I went to, and then I worked with Prayu,
Mm.
and we were producing an album, me and Black Coffee.
So he immediately said, I want to work with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's something I want you to do for me. Produce these boys that I have from Hlakeng or
Okay.
Krugerstop or whatever.
Yeah.
So I must produce that album. So I said, okay. And I was earning you. I was feeling so good. Prayu, they paid me handsomely.
Yes. Remember, they saw money in dollars.
Yeah, he paid me handsomely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I met Black Coffee
Mm.
before he was Black Coffee.
Yes.
So we did this In For A Mess.
Sure.
And those boys call themselves In For A Mess. Nice album.
Yeah.
We worked there, we did everything. Until I don't know what happened to the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing, eh?
Amazing. So that's why I like Black Coffee, because me and him clicked.
Right
And-
from the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know me, so he calls me, I'm the hook guy. I bring the hook. I just listen to the song and say, yeah. I just sit on this note. Yeah. And they sit on it. Okay, stop this. Don't do that. I cross the T's and dot the I's in the song. And I thought, oh, yeah. Oh.
Where do you think it comes from?
I don't know.
When you look through your career, because you're not necessarily a trained musician.
Nah.
You just
Yeah.
got into it.
I just got into it and rolled with it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but I did it since I was a kid. Maybe when I was 3, 4, I was already
Mm.
honestly speaking, like my back opposite, next door. They would say, "Hey, Rasa, where?" And the next time they are shouting for me to make noise.
Oh.
Danny, shale ngoma, shale ngoma yako.
They started enjoying
Yeah,
the noise.
yeah.
that's
that place.
amazing.
Yeah.
Give us, if you're able to remember, some of the hooks that we may not know that they're yours. 'Cause like the
Like-
song Yaga Imamu Yvonne. We
Yeah.
did it. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Emma
Like
Dlamini.
a lot in my trumpis.
Yeah.
The trumpis. Chakaruma you fucking spy.
Yeah.
Chakaruma game kwacha. Yes, I did it. Yeah.
That's a popular. That's a popular
Yeah.
hook.
And I take a Togo, Uchola no band. I did them for them. And I did Si mutseri senata.
Of course,
I
yes.
did that. And I did Fong Kong. Yeah, Fong Kong was the most popular. I like that
course,
Fong Kong story. Now everybody sang and did their parts
Mm.
in Fong Kong.
Yes. Is the song is it done? by
It's
the-
done.
Yeah.
Now I must come and put in my voice.
Yes.
So I get in the booth. I'm listening to Snyak. Kidi tekisa kamus. Kidi
Yes.
rekile mo Chinese. I
Yes.
said,
Is that the Rasta
oh,
or whatever?
And so I said, oh, Fong Kong. From Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From Hong Kong. Mas bambing kunzi. Snyak is like,
Yeah.
nge kung fu. But sort of kunzi ka kung fu. Yeah.
That's all you, obviously.
Yeah.
So the song was laid, but there was a missing.
Yeah, so I came in with Fong Kong, the main
Yes,
word.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, from Hong Kong, yes. Smelling like Fong Yong. Yeah.
So you're the hooks guy.
I'm the hooks guy. I like to take myself as a hooks guy. But even Pugalav, Pugalav was in the studio doing, hey, wena,
Tendanyisa,
Yanklanyisa,
yes.
Sunday la la. Now he had no line. It didn't have. what
Da,
to-
da, da, na. I
Yeah.
even forgot what it says next.
Nali Pansula. So I
Yes.
gave him that line. Hey, Pugalav, Abatlumpona, yo. He loves me too much, that boy. He calls his friend, says, hey, manumtena na wafika, baba. Yazofaka nje line 1 nje yavela ethi katla nje
Again.
yangena baba, and then I started flowing.
Do you still make music? Because the hooks are hard to come by.
Yeah,
Good hooks.
yeah, big
They
time.
sound easy when the song is done.
Yeah,
And we are enjoying it.
yeah.
Marin Studio.
It's not easy. It's really not easy.
Do you still feel the need to create
Yeah,
more?
I do. I get to a studio and somebody's working. I could listen to their song and listen and say, okay, can I help you? Can I help
Can I
you?
do spice?
Yeah, can I put a spice in there? Yeah, what is it? Then I give them a line. I did that for almost everyone at Kalawa.
Yes. Eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Because
Yeah.
up at Kalawa, we're talking about a lot of
A
great
lot of artists. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yeah, Kalawa, yeah.
How did you get to form a relationship with Kalawa?
Because I'm friends with Mandla too much. Mandla
Speaker,
speaker,
yes.
yeah. So he brought us there, Lisnyaka.
Yeah.
When they formed it and started it, we were always there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It worked, that idea.
yeah,
It worked wonders.
big time. Because Mandla's first song, saying Little is that Why is Under My Chance?
Yes.
With Princess Mtembu. I still wonder where's Princess Mtembu. You know Princess Mtembu?
I know Princess Mtembu. I
Power
don't
voice.
know whatever happened as
Power
well.
voice. I don't know where she is, man.
Sure.
And this friend of mine from London once said, she said, "Hey, then if you can find Princess." I say, yeah, I know
But
Princess.
they love the sound of the voice.
Yeah, they're playing her song. I don't remember, what is it? They're playing it too much there.
And they don't even know what the hell.
They need to connect with her. You know.
It's a story I told you earlier about Glenn Jones's All For You.
Yes, yes.
It's when a song suddenly becomes popular.
And it's an old tune.
It's an old tune.
Yeah.
To the musician, like you now,
Yeah.
with Bali and all these
Yeah.
places you're going to, you're obviously a bit surprised by the reaction to the music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you should be surprised, man. It's an amazing feeling, eh? Because you see the people singing along and you think, wow, these people really they knew the song.
This is Far From Home.
Gee was. Yeah.
Which song of yours surprised you when they sang it?
Indabagabani.
Yeah.
They love Indabagabani like yesterday, Baba. So I played. I'm telling this guy, Issa, is my friend. He's the one who brought me there, and I work with him, Issa. So I said to him, "Hey, Issa," before I said, "Hey, I'm doing I'm a piano man with Maporisa, what. And I'm trying to involve him." So he says, "No, Danny, no, I'm a piano here in London. They don't like it." I said, "Oh, really?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "No, guys, no, they're not ready, Issa. Just tell them they're not ready, but it's fine, my friend." Then I left it there, and I went along and did the song with Maporisa.
Yeah.
So off late, when I was there, I'm telling him again. He says, "Oh, Indabagaban, what?" I say, "I've got a remix again."
I'm a piano version.
I'm a piano version. Because now he's more interested in my piano now. He says, "Really? Which one?" I say, "Google, Scorpions, Kings, whatever." And they Google. And they played. Ew, he got goosebumps, eh? Suddenly, he wanted to change the program now.
He wants them a piano song in the
Yeah, but
in
they
the
haven't
show.
rehearsed it yet.
Oh.
But now they're working on it now.
Oh, Ghana, they play. You play with a
band.
With a band.
Yeah.
So you have a band that is
Yes.
not South African.
Yeah, Afro-Synth. And one Japanese and 3 English people from London.
So they practice your music before you even arrive.
Yeah.
When you get there,
Yo.
they're ready.
They are ready. They are proper, those people. So resourceful. Yo.
That's amazing.
And the music they like, man. The music, like they like different things. They don't want the same thing all the time, you know. So this for them as a fresh of breath air. Like, oh, they could see somebody. Oh, they sing Shiba Bum, Shiba Bum, Shiba Bum.
What is
Shiba
that?
Bum, what is that?
Shiba Bum, and then they like this.
They like it. Next, yo. Ish, hey.
What are these moves?
Hey, they like them too much, yo.
Let's talk about the relationship with Sinyaka.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a nice brotherhood from that moment of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
What was because we all loved him.
Yeah.
To us, he was this amazing musician, incredible comedian. You know, we all loved him. What was your experience of him?
Sinyaka was the only guy who could make Mandela laugh at himself, probably. he would make Mandela laugh at himself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so funny. Smart, man. Yo,
Yeah.
when he passed on, I never thought it would be easy for me to make music, because with him we had this chemistry that was like genuine.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Jeez.
Yo.
There was a connection.
Yeah, we even did the movie, the Chico, you remember?
Yes.
Mrutu Atsotsi.
That's-
Without a script. Who does that? Who makes a movie without a script?
And it
And
became
it's
a popular
big,
movie.
serious movie, Baba. Mrutu Atsotsi.
So you were in there
In
somewhere.
there with Brenda Fassie too. By the time she was smoking, shame.
Gee.
Yeah, she was smoking.
Yeah. Why do you say it with sadness, that part of the smoking? Because you clearly remember it as a low point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Brenda was one of the closest friends I had in my
Yeah.
life. Brenda Fassie was my closest friend. Her family will attest to that.
Mm.
Because she would just sleep at my house,
Jeez.
sleep with my mom in her bedroom sometimes.
And she was already a big artist by
Big
then.
time. She park her car somewhere, they come sleep at my house. Nice. She used to love my house. Like, yeah. And that time it was still a 3-roomed house.
Joe.
And her house, she got inspired building her house through my house. You
Mm.
could check the wall, the shape of the wall.
Yeah.
She got a face bricked house like I have. You know, I think was wenze kanje. Hayi ngiyoyenza nami Jomeni. Hayi. Ngiyoyenza ndiye Cape Town ndiyobuild ekhaya. Ndiyobuilda nami ndifuna ukuyenza nami ndifake i-face brick andifuna ipende xa unganapende iba right.
Mm.
Ipende xa iphelile ibhubhile ipende uyonja njani unganamali.
Yeah.
Indlu ayisapendwa ngoku.
That's all your influence.
Yeah, big time. Yo, that one was my closest friend.
Jeez, man.
I just used to like her too much that time.
Yes. And so you were there to see the highs and the lows, obviously. Which is probably why you talk about the smoking.
The smoking was too much. Because she used to come pick me up
Mm.
and would go, because she stayed in Perea or somewhere there.
Yeah.
She had a nice penthouse there in Perea. Would go to Hillbrook, score some coke,
Sure.
but spend a lot of money, maybe 14 grand or so.
Justice. And then that was a lot of money.
Yeah, but it was still coming in, that coke. So these guys brought it and gave it to the popular people, the musicians and things like that, and for free sometimes.
So they
They'd
can
give,
get this
so
thing
that we
out.
get hooked, you know. Oh, yeah, it was crazy, man.
Sure.
Yo,
Difficult time, eh?
difficult time. But me, I would run away sometimes.
Yeah.
I know when to stop, eh? I really know when to stop.
So it never became a problem for you.
Never. But already my bank balance was like shattered. Because now, but we were doing it wrong also. Because
What do you mean?
Because we're smoking until we drop.
Yeah.
We're still trying to catch a high. We didn't know that this thing you must smoke a little bit, maybe let it chill and relax. And we didn't eat. Ate peanut butter. That was the best times, man. But I thought, well.
Do you remember how you got introduced to it?
Amen. Hey, I had these friends who had money and all that. But this other guy who used to warn us, he says, hey, gents, because once you get hooked to this thing, you will even sell your mother. You'll sell your mother, Baba. You'll pawn your mother, Baba.
He gave you the worst case.
Yeah, I
scenario.
thought, special, ubua too much. We smoked because these guys had money. Yeah. But yeah. And you know, I smoked with, Ngamula Maliwa.
Yes, the Sundown.
He was a smoking partner.
Oh no.
He would come early from Pretoria, come to Dube, Baba. Very early. And we didn't sleep sometimes.
Yes.
Because we couldn't sleep.
Just.
Yeah, that thing is so bad. I'm so glad that,
You washed it off.
I washed it off.
Was it difficult for you to get rid of it?
No, I knew I had to do it.
Yeah.
Because already I was lacking now in most of the things.
Oh, you could see your life.
I could see, this thing. And I'm afraid of heights. But when I smoked, I wanted to sit like I would want to sit upstairs.
You guys are praying.
Yeah, and the second says, "10, would you like to drop?"
It made you want-
Yeah. I wanted to sit up there and let them and look at them like this. That's crazy.
You wanted to have an aerial view.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but I dropped it like it's hot, man.
You just
this story, I'm saying it for the first time. Nobody even knew that I did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
well, thanks for sharing it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the dropping it, was it as easy as Angsayenzi?
I just quit and then avoid all those people that smoke it and, I choose my ways and
you saw those that started with you and they're still stuck.
yeah.
And
Others went to jail, Baba. Now I had this friend of mine who had lots of money, millions. That one used to smoke 14,000, 15,000 a day.
Sure. And then you get fair.
Rahula. A free pace. Eesh. Crazy.
And you get fair.
Mm-hmm.
And you're fair.
Yeah, fella. That's the worst thing for a person to smoke.
Yeah.
You become an outcast, sort of, because you can get to a point that when you come in, we must hide our phones and all
Oh,
those
yeah, of
things.
course.
You're an outcast. We don't want you around us.
No, of course.
Yeah, we had our phones. Even this you can steal, but hey, this thing, go buy some go pawn. You just pawn.
And we see it because then, to us, as ordinary people who are watching TV and living our quiet, non-popular lives,
Yeah,
it was far away from us.
it was.
You realize that?
Yeah.
Because it was that thing, and I can still say this, and I say it often. I have never seen Coke with my two eyes.
Yes, for
Do you
sure.
realize that?
Yeah.
And because I grew up in that era where it did not exist
It didn't.
in our reality.
Yeah.
Ekasi na rebeke.
Aye. And the little Rona, it has such a cooking it. We used to cook it. Imagine we pour by a cabinet of soda, whatever. Put a lighter, burn a spoon, and it separates the oil from that.
Yes.
They take the oil, you solidify it, it becomes a rock. You cut it. Yeah, you should see when we cut the rock.
Yes. You guys were completely involved.
He was,
Yeah.
and we were so popular. We used to smoke in house. We called it UP40.
Why?
I
It's
don't know.
American
The guy,
band.
the guy who bought a house.
Another UK band.
Yeah, he
yes.
bought a house, and it's a very big house in Tube, and he's thinking, I'm gonna renovate it. I'm gonna do it.
We are there.
Yeah, cheese our lighter, cheese up. How light the more good, the people will light.
I want to renovate this house. Was the house ever renovated?
I just did a fucking expensive wall. Mind my language, sorry. An expensive wall, very expensive.
The wall outside, the perimeter wall.
Alcatraz, Baba.
And
Yeah, and that was it. And he ended up selling the house. And he had cars, beautiful cars, expensive. Alpina, BMW, all those, CTI. He had cars. Yo, that guy. UP40. We used to go there at UP40. And we'll meet all the popular guys in Soweto.
it was a trap, eh?
A serious trap. It's just like Nyaupe came in. You see what Nyaupe is doing?
Exactly.
You see what Nyaupe is doing to the kids today?
But now it's widespread.
Mhm.
Then it was for the select few.
Exactly.
The famous ones.
The famous and the rich ones.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
select few, yo. And they'd compete buying it by rock.
Really?
Share, yeah.
There was even that. Who can buy more?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What
That's
nonsense.
crazy.
What
But
a
we didn't know. We didn't know what we're getting ourselves into,
Just-
We didn't know.
No, I'm glad you survived
Mhm.
it.
And I did. Yo, I did.
Was people around you who picked up on your habit? Who noticed with the
No, I think my girlfriend,
yeah.
my baby mama, because my girlfriend and Snyaka's wife came to fetch us at UP40.
Jarr.
They came around about 11 because we were gone the whole 2 days.
Just
Hey, man.
until we know where
And don't think we've eaten, eh? We ate peanut butter.
you keep referring to peanut butter. Is
Yeah.
it the food of choice when you use the stuff?
Yes, peanut butter. We bought it in lots of peanut butter.
Mm.
Not even a spoon. Just put a finger.
Yeah,
in
then
there.
what?
Hey,
What a time!
Aye,
Wow,
aye, aye.
wow.
it's crazy.
And it stopped.
And it stopped. Drop it like it's hot. That's the thing. You got to be able to understand when you are really, really going into a ditch and
Yeah.
understand and try pull yourself over and pull yourself up.
They say
you know.
winners know when to stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
just stop it.
Just,
Yeah.
Did you try to pull any other person
Yeah, I did.
out of it?
I did try and pull Brenda out
Yeah.
because I told her. I said, "Why are you staying in town?"
Mm.
She says, I like town. I said, "No, man, you got to be staying in the hood and get grounded. Because when you're in the hood, likoko next door told you, it's no. Now you misfiring now.
Yeah.
Labangani bakho la abafuna ukulala ngo4 babangumsindo. niyaphuza niyachama la emabondeni
Bazokhala,
abogogo
bazokhuza. That's the word. Yes.
bazokhuza kahle nje.
Yeah.
But she couldn't get it. She
Yeah.
couldn't get it then.
Yo,
But then, when it's your time, it's your time.
that's true, eh?
It's your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the music slightly. What was your next project? Actually, no. Here's a quick one. How much money did you make from the first album and first song? And I'm talking about that time. I get on the royalties
Yeah.
because I always get fascinated by the amount. You find people 500 rand.
Yeah.
What was it for you? What kind of monies
maybe-
were you guys
maybe,
talking about?
Otsticks made me the best contract. I think I had the best in the country. Yeah.
He helped you with that.
Big time.
Yeah.
Hotsticks helped me with that. I had the best contract. I think my first one was about 25,000.
Jeez. That's a
That's why,
royalty payment.
that's why I was able to build a wall and buy bricks and then start projecting on building that house. You know? Yeah.
What was good about your contract? What makes you say it was a good contract?
It wasn't binding that much.
Okay.
Yeah, and it had incentives that were very kosher. It wasn't binding that much. I wasn't tied for a long time. I was tied per album or per EP or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You release, we are tied to this
We
project.
deal with it
Not-
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know with those some contracts of 4 albums, 7 albums.
Yeah. Until you some song. You
Yeah.
don't even know what to sing about. But we need an album
The
now.
songs are finished.
Then you have to give us an album now. Really? You see now Chico is released now? Now you have to
You
come
have
up
to
with something
release.
else.
So you didn't have that pressure.
Nah, not really.
Did that help your music?
It
Not to
did.
be under pressure all the
It did.
time.
Because I used to take my time even recording because I had a nice budget. They would give me a very, very nice budget. Then I go to Digital Cupboard, Ian Osren studio. I spend a month going
Recording,
there every
producing
day.
a product.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Take it easy.
The music then and now is very different in terms of the distribution. Now that you guys are dealing with Spotify and all these digital platforms, surely that you were born at a time when a true CD,
Yeah.
a cassette, was worth money.
Yeah, it was very.
When they say they sold 10,000,
Yeah.
you knew good.
That's
10,000
where,
mina ngithola
that's
mali.
how my contract there was.
Yeah,
I was getting paid mhlambe 1 rand per CD,
that kind
something
of thing.
like that. Yes.
What?
Hey.
Now we don't know. What's going on.
Now I don't know how they do it. Like all that glitters is not gold. Eh?
Not at all. No, just shiny stuff.
I'm telling
In
you.
Hong Kong.
Hey, Baba.
Yeah, go Hong
Aye,
Kong.
aye, yeah.
It's changed so much, eh?
Oh yes.
Because now money is made through performances.
Yeah.
You have
So
to,
if you have a chance of performing, just go ahead and do it proper and do it.
yeah.
You know.
Do you still do gigs locally?
You know, people don't take artists seriously. Even if I have to go and do a gig. I'll show you now. I just did one in Limpopo. You see the stage and the sound, the equipment, and the mic sometimes is not working.
Ushabo.
And the people look at you like, "Now, what's
It's
he
your
doing?
fault."
What's he doing now? This one, you know, I haven't in some time. I did one in Limpopo under duress. I did it, but they paid me.
Did they pay you?
Yeah, they did pay
Okay.
me. But I had to wait for the last minute also. Something strange happened there. Now this girl is taking me there. Says, "Hey, Teni, ba go rata kwana eng." Okay,
Come along.
I'm coming along. Deposit they give me. When is the balance? They'd give you before the show. Before the show, hey, whatever. I'm thinking, and she comes says, let's go. I trust that guy. That guy will give you whatever. And we get to the place. I see the guy is a nice guy. I'm checking the time passes now.
You were there.
I'm there already.
And you're not paid the balance.
The balance.
Oh
And
my
I'm thinking, now I'm being robbed here.
Yeah.
I'm saying, who's the guy? I was introduced to the guy when we came in. So I know, this is the owner. So I went to the guy before the show. I said, Imran, now, why don't you do the Tshwanelo? He says, no, I've done it already on Wednesday. Say, really? And I said, this boy, go and call that girl. Call the girl. And then, where's my money? She says, oh, no, As the guy says, kukenyedise man ka Wednesday. She says, man, I can check, man. Let me check. Okay.
What a mess.
And she said, do it right away, man. She did it. I got it right. Hey.
I guess it goes to the point you were making, or the artists that don't get the respect.
No, they don't take us seriously. You know what I did? After that, I blocked her on my phone. I thought I want nothing to do with this woman. I want nothing to do with this woman.
Jeez.
But God was there for me.
Yeah.
And then I got this overseas deal. I'll be
Jeez.
going there all the time.
Yeah.
Summertime, you know.
It's incredible that we talk to South African musicians, because I told you before we even started recording, it's easy for us not to think you're busy.
Yeah.
Because you're not in
I'm
our
not
face.
in your face.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're not in our face.
Yeah.
We play your music on the station, we enjoy it, we move on.
Yeah.
Or you're not in our face.
I don't know what's going after that.
And
you
when
know?
the bees.
Yo. No, I'd like to think I'm a shadow. You know. I'm there, but I'm not in your face. You know how a shadow is.
No, yeah.
I'm a shadow. I'm right there, but I'm
It's
not in your
always
face.
there.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sure.
Your projects that come one at a time, they grow the brand, Kamazu.
Oh yeah.
And now there's this new idea that we see, these stickers, KMZ.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? Were you involved with that?
Yes, I was at first.
Yes.
At first in my record company, Till True Tone. So I thought, the stickers, I see the stickers, they're all square. So I said, no, man, let's get this egg shape.
Yeah.
I need this egg shape kind of vibe. Hey, this guy says, it's never been done, Danny. Let's do it, man.
No stickers.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's egg shape. Hey, it got so popular.
Yes.
I still have to do them. Man.
Which record label was that? Do
was
you remember?
Till True Tone.
That's who you were dealing with at the time.
First, yeah.
Jeez.
First album I did it there, Till True Tone.
What was the idea? Was it at a time when stickers were popular? What was the idea?
Yeah, they were popular. But I had just that idea, and I need a sticker, but it must be different,
Yeah.
so that avoid and this Hong Kong thing, like, because people, you do something, they duplicate,
They
and
copy.
make more, they copy.
Yes,
you know,
yeah. Did you notice that there were certain people, certain cars? Because I remember we always associated them with either the cool guy
Yeah.
or Clever.
Yeah.
What do you remember about the stickers and how what they became? Because they became a cult following.
Big time.
They took a life of their own.
Hey, big
What do you
time.
remember about them?
I know these small cars, like the beautiful cars, like GTIs, all those powerful cars, little cars,
Yeah.
And the bourgeois guys, they love them. The bourgeois guys, it's just so popular.
That sticker took a life of its own.
Yo, I think actually I should be doing some now.
You'll be surprised.
I'm telling you.
Even a T-shirt with
Yeah,
KMZ,
I'm
with
telling
that
you,
graphic,
that logo.
that logo.
Yes, that
You'll be
logo's
surprised
powerful.
what it does.
Seriously, because now one thing I've realized. Have you seen the people from Lesotho? They don't wear Nike or no. They put a mountain there, Tababsiu.
Yes.
Put a
They brand
Mudianyeo.
their own.
Their own. They relate to their own Mudianyeo. And I asked Tepotsolo's sons. I say, you guys, don't you have a Nike T-shirt or something like that? They said, no. Why? Why should we? We're proud of Basotho.
Yes, actually, you're right. I have a friend. Jeez, now that you say it, he wears little
Limdianye.
Yes,
Yeah,
all the time.
all
He has
the time.
different types.
Yeah, they're so proud of their culture.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Yeah.
actually quite. You should bring up KMZ again,
We'll
man.
do.
Ever cross paths with Lindelani Mkhize?
No, I haven't seen him for some time now.
Yeah.
I wonder where he is.
Back in those days,
Yeah.
did you work together?
I
at all?
worked with him, yes.
Yeah.
I released my, I think 2 albums with him. Rhythm and Kwaito.
Yes.
You know that album?
I know it well.
Yeah, I did with Mandla Spikiri. And I did, I worked, or the Hunger Boys.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Oh,
yeah.
the Hunger Boys was
Yeah, with
released through them.
Snyaka, yeah.
It's during the Sony days.
Sony days.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sony Days was the best. Yo,
That era was
had,
special.
They had a lovely concept. That Sony Summer Sounds. We traveled coast to coast, countrywide.
Yeah.
Everywhere we had a bus, we had hotels, we had everything.
I remember the line coast to coast, big city to big city.
Yeah. Yeah. We were filling stadiums and it was free, but promotion.
Oh, the
filling
concerts were free,
Yeah.
but it was sponsored, obviously.
Yeah, we had sponsors. Yeah, we got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was so nice. When we came back, we sold, I don't know how many albums Fong Kong was selling up there.
So the concept worked.
It really worked, man. It really, really worked. We were with Boma Willis, Tebe,
Yes,
all those people. Yo.
They worked our Lindelani.
They worked blind. And before we went, I almost got in trouble
Yeah.
because now I'm thinking, what are we going to do? So in the promotion, okay. So we're not going to be holding mics and singing, right? They're saying, I can never sing and not get paid.
Oh, that was your issue.
Ortsticks taught me
Oh,
that. Now they say, pavement in. I said, I can't sing on a pavement, guys.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Like you're basking.
Yeah, on the pavement, I'm singing there, promoting my song, giving people stickers.
No, you don't do that.
No. Yeah, I could get there, maybe sign autographs in a radio station, in a record shop.
True,
People see me. I do it proper,
But
that way.
not singing.
No, and now I'm on a pavement, they put a speaker like this. And, tweet.
That's what Hong Kong.
Yeah. It doesn't look proper.
Yeah.
So I refused. So, before it was like,
Tension.
and everybody is ready to go. Until they decided, no, okay, we'll be paying you. For instance, maybe they said 4,000 every time you appeared, each and every one of you. I was a star of the whole tour, Baba.
Oh,
Now everybody,
they were all not going to get paid.
yeah.
You were like the Mandela
Yes,
of the time.
Yeah. Said,
You set them free.
I did. Akimo. When I promoter, Baba, Akimo. Hey. And now Sinyaga used to like that a lot now. He says, you mutu resijuang. And buale namren.
Oh, Arumela way.
Yeah. Kerbuale namren. So we used to make decisions together, but negotiate differently. It's like you would go and say, I would do this, but it's not allowed yet.
It's not final.
It's not final yet until I go speak to the other guy. You see.
Are you regarded as the tough negotiator?
No. I'm not. I just like what's due to me.
Yeah.
And that's it. But, I realized long ago that people are not taken seriously. You go to a show sometimes, and then they say, Marabadi Ubonile. People didn't come. Now, it's not your fault. They didn't market the show, but everybody got paid.
And when
yeah, the security got paid, the catering, the stage guys,
yes,
everybody. But then again, yeah.
And when about tomorrow,
Mantubonil,
And you were the
first one to be paid.
Yes,
I should be paid the first one
because who was also posting
exactly.
Ababegi stage on the post.
No, for sure. Exactly. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
The music industry has had its fair share of challenges.
But you wonder, you find people like Slow Train Music.
Yes,
they make things proper. They organize a sponsor, transport, accommodation, stipend, maybe.
Yeah,
that's it. Everything is organized. For us, it's just to go on stage there and give our best.
Jeez.
That's all is needed.
Incredible.
Yeah.
There was always a raga feel, an Afrobeat feel to your music.
Yeah.
Am I correct in assessing it that
I got it on point. Yeah. I got introduced to reggae. I used to love reggae growing up. I had Jimmy Cliff albums with my friends and then all that, but I didn't take it that seriously. But I used to love Jimmy Cliff, Burning Spear, until my band was Zasha. You know Zasha?
Yes.
From Foslo.
Uh-huh.
And those guys, there was this guy, the late Godfrey.
Oh.
He was a staunch Rasta.
So you fell in love with these guys.
I just loved the culture.
Yeah.
I thought, this, and then what do we do? Oh, we don't eat meat. Oh, but okay.
Oh, you wanted to get in
I
with
just-
all of you.
Yes, yes. But I just love the culture because it's calm. It's calm. It's everything is African, you know.
Mm.
So Godfrey introduced me to that, and I searched deeper, and then I happened to like dancehall music.
Yes.
I listen to dancehall too much. Yeah. So even my compositions, I listen to reggae too much. I just tap into reggae music, and because it's music that goes with the blood, and you know,
Yeah.
it's very natural. Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I picked up on it because I always had that feel
Yes.
that there was a reggae,
reggae.
raga influence in
Big
the
time.
way the sound of your music feels like.
Big time.
You know, there's a
And,
certain
there's a
bounce
cycle, yeah.
about it
Yeah. Big
that
time.
feels like that.
Yeah.
But you never wanted to do it full on.
Yeah.
As in, this is like a
genre.
Lucky Dube.
Yeah,
did.
like a Lucky Dube. No,
You-
no.
yeah.
no. I just stole from it, you know, certain elements, you know.
Yeah.
I stole a little bit of that, little bit of that, you know.
Let's hold it
Because
together.
it says, they say greatest composers are the greatest stealers.
Of course. They take from everywhere and then come
They
up
take-
with an original.
And you won't even hear a thing that they
Yes.
stole from you.
They come with an original.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's those educated ear.
Yeah.
Uzothi bathi,
It sounds like that.
I can hear Mozart.
Yeah.
I can hear.
Then you're too deep.
I
Mozart.
can hear.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So they create music that one lasts forever,
Yeah.
and two, it appeals to a wide
Oh, yes.
audience.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Which is
yeah.
probably now your music, which started with us, Abutaki, like South Africa. Manja, you're singing to a wide audience.
And they love it more than Abutaki Bam.
Ever did.
But I think we approach things differently. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you might think somebody's not happy, and that person is really filled with joy, but the emotions
they
are
are,
not easy to.
they're not to
Yeah,
express.
But now the white people feel like, I've got a chance now. Let me just go overboard, even if I can't have the beat.
and then
You know, just go overboard.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, it's nice.
did the fame of that time go to your head at all? Did you? And I asked this very gently, in terms of, you know, mind you feel like I'm Miss Coco, mind you.
I've always been a reserved kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that it didn't, but I knew that. So I just kept myself away from the public eye all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't see me anywhere,
Which is true.
anytime. Yeah,
It's very true.
yeah.
You were the famous guy that nobody saw,
That's why I say I'm a shadow. I'm in your face.
but not quite.
Yeah. But I'm not in your face. I'm there.
Mm.
You know I'm there, but I'm not in your face. So I do go to Orlando Stadium, watch
Yeah.
Pagania play,
Yeah.
get my nice corner, sit there. Nobody recognizes me. I'm happy about it.
So you've done that very from
I
the
do
beginning.
it. I do it constantly. I go everywhere. I pick up a spot, and then somebody sees me, says, "Hey, Ndot, when you've been here all along, ne?
Mm.
And you sitting quietly like this. You, what's up?
Come on, no.
Hey, come on. When are you? Then
Why do you choose that way of living your life? What is it that you see that you'd rather choose this quiet direction?
yeah, because when you're famous, you're taking people's shine, you know, so to say, because you come to a place and people recognize you. Probably they can mob you sometimes. Sometimes they'd be now, and then somebody else is watching. They want to see, because you are Kamazu now, you're talking to their cheeks or something like that, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Or because you're Kamazu, you want the special treatment or things
Yeah.
like that. So I try and avoid it. So I go to people that know me, I grew up with, and been with for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, because imagine a Kamazu at someone's wedding. This poor guy put together this nice wedding.
Yo.
Manju Kamazu is the shine of the wedding
Jesus.
now. But Pegewe,
Yeah.
the poor guy.
I know.
Umtateli shine yakhe.
But sometimes I get so surprised how much impact I have to certain people.
Mm.
Because people meet me maybe at the malls and everywhere else, and they want to converse and tell me, please, man, make a song. Why don't you make a song? Because now you see what we're listening to now is not
They
why.
say that,
Yeah,
eh?
I said, no, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking.
Yeah, it's always.
Yeah.
Gee, how would you describe your music? What type of music did you make? When you call it, when you give it a name, what is? And I say this because there was Abu Messi Pakela's Bubblegum and the rest.
Yeah.
Abu Chico,
Yeah.
you know,
We're
I
from
wonder.
that era.
I wonder if he's proud to say the music was called Bubblegum, and that's what it was.
Mhm.
What do you then call yours? Because bubblegum for me is you chew it quickly and it's done.
And it's done.
But some of
what-
the songs lasted much
What
longer
was
than
it called?
that.
What was it called? Afro what?
I don't even know if there was ever an
Afro-
official
Like the sound, like Montando.
or Afro pop. Yes.
Afro pop.
Afro pop.
I think that is what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah, now I got the word Afro pop. Yes, I tell you a question now is that you shows. Yeah, I think I was that Afro pop.
Yes, because there was you, as you said, you were celebrating the Africanness of the
Yes,
music,
yes.
and you were creating popular music,
That's it.
obviously for the time.
Thank you, Afro pop. Yeah,
Jeez, man.
yeah.
When you look at today's youngsters, who would you, Aboma Puris, you've already done stuff with them, who would you want to work with? Who do you listen to and say, oh, I like that sound?
Yeah. My dream is to work with Ishmael. I like Ishmael too much. Yeah, I think Ishmael.
I think you should work together.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
think
know he's
yeah.
got the energy now to
big time.
work.
Yeah, now, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Now he's at the right state.
Mhm.
Because I've got an idea I want us to do, but I've been having since I knew him. He didn't
Nah,
know
you
that.
should do it, Chance. You should. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, and also I like Sipogazi.
Whoa, I love
I think
Sipoga.
she's talented.
Her first album for me was like a magic album.
Wow, tell me about it.
Ubuntu
brother.
Bam. What the hell is this?
Tell me about it. She was.
I remember listening to it traveling from Joburg to Bloemfontein and back non-stop.
I tell you so.
By the my Xhosa is
I'm getting goosebumps
Eh,
when you say
that
talking about
album.
that, Baba.
Ooh.
She was.
I looked for her number when I was driving back. Like I would call people like, do you know this lady's number? And I eventually got it. I called her. Sising with David. Aundas.
Okay.
Hi, ingoma zakho ziyangishaya.
Yeah.
That's all I said to her.
Yeah.
And she couldn't believe that.
Wow.
I said to her, I've been listening to these songs for the past 4 hours, over and over and over.
You
and
can't
over
take it
again.
out.
It was just incredible.
She's too
album.
powerful. I just love her. But
Wow.
I love South African music. I love South African sound. You know, because it's okay because it's not the same music.
Mm.
We have different genres
We
and
do.
we do have
We have genres
jazzy,
and subgenres.
Yeah, jazzy, poppy, whatever, mpakanga,
You name
statamia.
it.
I just love South African sound. It's just too powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could work with anyone, but those are my special people. I really like.
Really?
Yeah, and then Maporisa could produce and Mandla Spikiri.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
Mandla's touch is
and
really
Robin
nice.
Tapelo Homo in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dream. But
You
dreams
realize
do
that
come
you're
true.
you're bringing the old school and the new school.
That's
at the
all.
same-
That's what must happen all the time. Indlela ibuzokwa phambili, you know. In Zulu
Yeah.
they say that.
That's true.
So you can't go forward without having these roots that that are grounding you. You know.
It sounds like an amazing album. Ubaba Tapelo continued to create amazing music.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
With
Jabu Sibumbi.
yes.
The late Jabu Kanyile.
Jabu Kanyile.
Yeah. Jabu Kanyile took my style because I
Yes.
was with Tapelo
Oh yes.
now. And then I came to think like, no, I need to change now. Stop this Afro pop and go into the Kalawa, Mandla Spikiri vibe, the Kish Kish.
Yes.
So I cut it off with taps, but spoke to him and he said, okay, but I've already have these songs that, no, I need to do new music, whatever. Sometimes, you know,
Mm.
you feel like you need change.
Yeah.
So Jabu Kanyile took that Malowe and all those things.
What?
Yeah.
Those melodies were created already.
yeah.
And you said, nah.
No, not today. Yeah.
I can't believe you. Did you ever regret that? Because
Yeah,
they
nah.
became big songs.
Nah, because I came up with something even
Oh yeah.
better for me.
Okay. What
So
did you do when you said no to Malawi? What did you
I did with Hey Banana,
did?
Bakachiku,
Oh,
Baba Pala,
Machita.
Kamachita.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that, yeah. But Jabu Kamili gave me Sukulu. You know the song, Engani, Yeskulu,
Oh yes.
Lelelungelunge Lako. Yeah.
Oh, he said you can have that.
I had that.
So that means your mind was still enjoying this side,
Yeah.
even though you were transitioning
Yeah.
to
Groove,
Ukuruva.
yes, sir, yeah.
But you still enjoyed this
That's
slightly
my
more
root.
serious
That's my
African.
root. Yeah, that's my roots.
And your relationship with Ubabu Chabukanyile?
Hey, it was proper. It was nice, very nice.
Yeah.
I know we used to speak, talk every time we meet. Yeah, no, I liked him too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He an amazing contribution to
Yo.
South African music.
Yeah. Hey, incidentally, I followed him when I was a kid
Uh,
because he used to play for this group called The Editions. Now, they used to play at weddings and stuff like that in Soweto.
mm.
So I used to go to weddings. I could not depend it. I like Kilani because sound travels. Eh?
Of course.
I could hear that.
And you're looking for the sound.
Yeah, I'll go there and sit there in a wedding and watch them play and do their songs. Chabukanyile. Yeah. I used to tell him that. I used to follow you when I was a kid and follow you on my editions. Hey, what's on my editions?
When music inkinga yakho kahle
I
kahle.
used to follow everything. That's my passion. Eh?
Yeah.
You know, even when I'm sitting with my friends and they play a song
Yes.
and they ask me, man, give me a number. Eh?" And I hear the first beat, boom, I tell them right away who that is.
What? The music is engraved in your brain.
Big time, any genre. I'm telling you, even now you could
So
play.
you're a better Shazam than I ever will be. I need to listen to at least a bar. I need to listen to.
I
a
listen
bar.
to the first note. Ding. I
What?
tell you, Commodores or whatever. Ding. Get bent. Oh, then going.
Do you know we'll do that on the radio show?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that on the radio
Yeah, we'll
show.
do that.
Because then we play music.
Yeah,
on this
we'll
show,
do it.
we deliberately don't play
All right.
music. Music
okay.
yahlupha on YouTube.
I'll hold it to
We
that.
yahlupha music
Yeah.
on YouTube.
I'll hold you to
No,
that.
definitely.
Yes,
So
man.
you're sharp like that.
Yeah, big time.
Jeez. the Hunger Boys. What was the reason for creating that concept?
It was, we were from Pretoria with Snyaka.
Mm.
And because you see, like I say, I like dancehall music.
Mm.
So I was playing Chaka Dimos and Playa. That you.
Metal she wrote.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, and it inspired us.
Of course.
It's like inspired us. Man, we must too, but it's yeah. What do we call ourselves? Riketang baba Rebofani ba.
Mm.
It's a chain reaction.
That was the best name.
Rebofani got the Hunger Boy. Yeah.
Oh!
Hauna muria. Chain reaction, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nobody got the Hunger Boys.
Yeah.
Jeez, and they became the Hunger Boys.
Yeah. That's a crazy concept.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yo. Our first album, Summer Sounds, were beaten by Mtu.
Nobody could beat that song.
Nobody could beat that song. We were number 2. I was like in Sun City and like, wanting that thing, man. I could see how.
Nobody could beat that.
Nobody could beat that.
It was.
Yeah.
He was given by the gods.
Exactly. The godly stuff, you can't change them.
Yeah.
You can't fight them.
I remember one December, Christmas, New Year's, New Year, crazy.
Yeah.
Building up towards midnight,
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. There's this guy on top of the house,
Yeah.
waiting for 12.
Yes.
Because my shy.
Yeah.
Yazi ukuthi kufanele udlale
Igibela
phezulu kumajezi uma sosekana. And he waited for 12. 12 my shy. He took off his shirt, he started spinning it, and that song was playing.
Yeah, that song was.
I went to a shooting fireworks towards.
Wow.
So you see how it was, no one could beat that song.
no,
It was ridiculous, that
Mm.
song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So the Hunger Boys, what the material you made, we all remember the material you made. Was it a comeback project in your thinking? What was it?
Yeah, it's just a side hustle.
Oh, because I say this because it was after it's what felt like a quiet moment.
Yes.
And then there was the Hunger Boys.
Hunger Boys,
Yes.
for sure. It was its time, you know, because now groups were starting to emerge again.
Yeah. Who was it? Remind us.
Like Boma Figizolo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there was that.
Boma
Okay.
Alaska.
Okay.
Groups were starting to come back again, you know.
LOT.
Yeah.
It's
So we
timeless.
thought, let's do this. Hey, that was nice, man. I used to enjoy working with Sinyaka.
And you traveled, you performed.
We did so much together. I mean, it's such a pity passed on so early.
It did.
Uh,
No, for me, and I know people enjoyed Sinyaka as a musician, I really loved him as an actor.
He was fascinating.
I really loved him as an
Yeah,
actor.
he was
as
amazing.
a comedian, for that
He was
matter.
amazing.
Wow.
Because already we're trying to make him do stand-up comedy. And
It was an obvious thing.
yeah, but now he didn't feel it that much.
Oh.
But yeah, you know, kwababanyana.
It's not
But
easy.
yeah, but he did try once,
Mm.
and he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
So I told him, we can do this, man. Just write a script and you know.
And know these things.
And know,
yes. Needed
yeah.
somebody to train him on
Mhm.
how to become a
Yes, a proper
comedian.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I loved him as an actor. I thought he was
Yeah.
special.
Rutwatsos was just something else. It amazes me because there was no script, man. No script.
Even the translator was just talking nonsense from nothing.
Chico.
Because there's a guy who's
It's Chico. Yeah, Mangenge, Mangungu. Now look at them coming to the stairs. There's a Mangungu and Mangenge. Hey. You see the words we picked. Crazy.
I think do you look at Chico's lifespan? Because I've had so many people make reference to Chico. Let me tell you, if my memory serves me well, Mandla Speaker spoke a lot about Chico, almost the same way you're talking about him.
Yeah.
Who else quickly? Linelani Mkhize.
Yeah.
Mkhize is like,
He was
this
brought
is
up
the
by
guy.
Chico.
This
Yeah.
is the guy.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him,
I wouldn't be.
I would have been taking
Yeah.
a different life,
For sure.
that direction altogether.
Mhm.
You do the same as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm missing other people. Do we give him enough credit, man? This Groot man.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Chico
do.
doesn't take nonsense. So already when you're with him, you know, you feel it. Yeah. You must count your words. You mustn't come rough here. That's another thing. But yeah, we're not giving him credit too much. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people talk about him the way some people talk about him.
He deserves a lot more
Yeah,
than
exactly. I remember, you know, I tell you about Brenda's wedding.
yeah.
Hey, I always tell this story. So I'm at home, sitting there. It's a Friday. Tomorrow is a Saturday. It's the wedding in Cape Town. So I'm sitting at home, chilling. I was from tour with Hot Sticks. I don't know when from Devon or what. So I'm at home. So the phone rings Friday night. Then, Kunjan, sharp, how? Ulapo. Yeah, Brenda, hey, I'm tired, man. I'm from the show. He says, then, mina ndizile emngcwabeni katata umkhulu wakho. Wena, awukwazi ukuza emtshatweni wami. Eh? Drop the phone. And then I thought, but now I have money. I'm thinking, okay, let me call my friend. Hey, buddy, just arrange for me, man. I need to go to Cape Town as early as now. He says, really? He says, you serious, Dingos? I says, okay, wait a minute. I press his buttons, he press. He calls me back. You've got an early flight tomorrow. As the happiest man. He arranges with his friends to come and pick me up at the airport. Now I'm wearing a skipper, jeans. I get the plane, Cape Town. This guy fetches me a new slug. Oh. Yeah. He says, ndiyazi baba P. Baphaye parking basafoda.
Oh.
Bathatha
Oh, you got there on the day of the wedding.
Yes.
Man. Yes.
Yes. As I come, now they have a group picture. They're all
God.
tuxedo. Okay.
I remember the white suit, the husband.
Yeah,
we remember those pictures of that wedding.
Now I come. She sees me. I'm coming. She says, Nankuteni. Wow, he's up. Zohla lapha. She wants me to take a picture with them. All of them. Now they're saying, no, Brenda, no. Hi. Bheka ugcoke kanjani umuntu. I want to remind them one day in Tlantla and them. I'm paying.
So they didn't allow you to.
Yeah. Brenda says what? Oh, umchatu amlo. Hi, is that in some foot up? Salange.
Wait, the photo now.
Yeah, but photo now I'm not in photo shape.
I love
And
them.
better
I
love
love them. She was
And then
amazing.
suddenly they say, no, okay, so I got things on when a thing was my
Wow, was a parachute.
kids were flighting, no connect fitang. That was the highlight of me and Brenda. But she was so happy that I made an effort. Yeah. That's how close I was with her.
Everybody has a Brenda Fassie story.
Yeah.
Everybody's
She was a
encountered
people's
Brenda.
person, yeah.
Absolutely.
People's person. And
Everyone who encountered her
Very
will tell you a long story about what she did.
very sweet, giving, loving person. She had
Yeah.
all this trait of a good woman. Yeah. And you know, Bongani is born on the same day with me.
As it, you, guys,
26. That's why she liked me too much. 26 August.
you share a birthday.
Yeah. She say, hey, Bongani, it's the same day, not then.
You're both Virgos.
Yeah, big Virgos. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's you know, Brenda, let me tell you a Brenda Fassie story. Let me see if I remember. I used to produce Metro's breakfast afternoon drive
Mm-hmm.
at the time. We had an appointment with Brenda Fassie to come and do an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Ufuni drink.
Okay.
She can't just.
It ring and tone.
Ufuni drink a special. Yeah. And it's like,
You.
we like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
common
Yeah.
producer of
Yeah.
afternoon drive.
I'll tell you so. Yeah.
Ufuni drink.
Yeah.
She arrives. It drink aiko.
Yeah.
She wants it.
Yeah.
And what? I had to drive to the SABC. Now it's Lancet Laboratory.
Yeah.
There used to be
A bottle store.
a bottle store.
Yeah.
Right opposite Abo Steers and
Yeah,
Volvo
yeah,
dealership.
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
There used to be a bottle
I
store
see that.
opposite
Yeah.
Labori.
Yeah.
I went there to buy Brenda
Yeah.
drink yake.
Yeah.
I still remember that one and only time I ever had to stop working
Yeah.
and go get a drink
Imagine.
for an artist who said, I'm not doing the interview, drink me.
It's Brenda. She was crazy. Yo.
We all have a Brenda Fassie story.
Yeah,
It's
she was
actually quite
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah,
eh?
it is.
You've had a fascinating career. What
Yeah.
was your lowest point?
My lowest point. Oh, maybe losing my grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, losing my grandfather wasn't easy. But I tried to be strong.
Yes.
Yeah. But that was my lowest point because he was my pillar, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's really bad. But I had so much support. And we did things, we did proper everything.
Mhm.
It was easy to,
You already had an established music career at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe I had only one album
Okay.
then. Yeah.
Yes. Which was, well, it was working. The music was out there.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Music is something else. I mean, you can do a song now and think it's not working. It's not its time. It will come back, but 20 years later, hey, a song like this. Hey, That's what happened.
Let me tell you something about a song I used for a TV show a year ago. Yeah, it's Wire Wire.
Yeah.
It's a song by Mdu Masilela.
Yeah.
Wire Wire.
Yeah.
Gumba Fire. That song.
Yeah.
It was a single.
Yeah.
When you're a radio person, you used to get a lot of music
Yeah.
from record labels. They
Mhm.
would bring you CDs and they would bring you singles as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. 45.
Yes, it's just
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
And you put it there, you forget about it. But there's this single Yagam to Wire Wire.
Yeah.
That's always been around me.
Yeah.
Even now, believe it or not, it's on my desk upstairs.
Yeah.
I would take it and put it in a CD player and just play it.
Yeah.
And it'll play over and over and
Yeah.
over again because I enjoyed the beat.
The beat, yes.
And fast forward 20 years later, I'm working on a TV show for Telkom called Telkom Monate Vibes. We're looking for a theme song for the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
The year before, it used a song by TKZ. Hello, Monati.
Yeah.
Yes, Kid December,
Yeah.
and then we following year, we're looking for a theme song. Hey, I'm looking around. There's a little bit where Mdu is saying, Mokitu tswela pele, ho monate, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're looking for the Monati word in the song.
Yeah.
And we were featuring Du as one of our artists. And we said, that's the song.
Yeah.
Client loved it. I presented it to client. They said it's perfect.
Yeah.
How much? We asked them, Du gave a price.
Yeah.
And I thought it was too much.
Yeah.
Client said, we'll pay it gladly.
Yeah.
And I remember even he said, hey, man, the song, this is an old song.
Yeah.
Nobody cared for it.
Yeah.
Look at how
fire.
Yes.
Hey, it's a nice tune, that one. I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at how 20 years later
Back. Yeah.
that song gave him some money.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. The power of music.
A power of music. I mean, you check in the Vagaban, I think it's 31 years ago. And now it's popping up now.
In foreign countries.
That's music for you. I think we should be paid a lot of money as musicians because we soothe so many souls, man.
That's so true.
Yeah. Sometimes a person is angry and he sees you, he puts a smile on his face,
Yeah,
a smile on his face.
yes,
He's like, no, Lord. And he number. That's why you don't have to be really funny with people that know you. You don't know them. You know, Kamazu. Oh, hola.
Yes.
Sharp. Yes, yeah.
Look at when you walked in, the guy that you found here,
Yeah.
who was working out. He had a story to tell about your music when he was at university.
Imagine.
And it is a random guy. It's like, hey, you know your songs. And then he started scrolling through his phone. Look at, I was listening to it 2 days ago.
Imagine. And this guy that invited me on his 50th birthday, they wanted to surprise him. But now I found out that at school, when they were doing dance competition, he used to dance with my songs.
Oh.
And he used to beat all of them every weekend. So like, yeah, so they invited me to come over and I went over. Yes. That guy was so happy.
I can imagine.
So he was telling me the story. It's Langotank. What? I used to dance for them. Pansula dance, yes. Hey, babo.
Ever written songs out here?
Yeah.
Ever written a song for Brenda?
No, I used to advise.
Yeah,
I used to give a
Try this.
hook line,
Yes. Because when I hear the Silango Tanki, it's a song that Brenda Fassie could have easily done.
Easily.
Yes.
It was inspired by her also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I took from her. I don't know which song of her.
Because I can, actually, I bet you somebody will say, hey,
it's got a bit of a fancy element in there. Ne?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, you're right. I think you're right, man. I don't know which song was it.
It does have a feel. Was Chico involved?
No.
Not at all.
I think it is me and Tapelo Khomo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started working together now too much after Korobela. Every album of mine was produced by Tapelo. Hey, big time.
Do you know I've had him here?
Yeah.
And I asked him to have a piano.
Yeah.
And he started playing some stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, let me play. And then he would play some stuff. And I thought that was such a special recording.
Yeah, did you record him?
Yeah, it's that long ago.
Nice.
Long ago.
I think I need to work with him because I have an idea now of a protest song. I won't tell you what it's all about.
Yeah.
But it's what is killing this country right now. Not load shedding, I'll see. But so I'm thinking Tapelo would be good. You know, because when you make a song, sometimes you must choose your producer because of their capabilities.
True.
But I know he can bring out the best in what I have.
And even the style also plays the role of the type of producer you choose.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. And then Mandla Speaker is always in my case. He's okay. He must have a song somewhere there for me. Yeah.
So the prospects of a project by Kamazu is something that you think about.
It's right now, I'm busy with that right now.
Yeah.
But right now, because I have this international influence, I have my friends from London who really want to come this side and let us explore
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll come. Do you have a studio, a recording studio?
Yeah, the very studio we're in, there's a
Oh,
booth there.
oh yeah. Oh,
It's behind you.
Okay, I'll
There's
give you
a
a
booth.
call, brother.
There's
I'll
a
give you a
booth
call
behind you.
when they come over. I'll give you a
Yes.
call, then we can come and do something here.
Absolutely.
That would be nice, social.
Yeah.
No, I really
wow.
love to do that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
they're planning to come over.
Mm.
I don't know, but you know how they shasha these people. You think they're talking now, they'll do it next year.
Nah.
Aye, they
Bye
just
bye, next week.
exactly. We're coming. Where are you?
Where the airport.
Ah,
And the beauty about the street we're in, there's a hotel at the corner.
okay.
So it's easy
Oh yes.
for sleeping quarters, and then guys come and work during the day. It's that kind of
Yeah.
environment.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I like it.
No, there's a
Yeah.
booth, right? You see that
Oh,
glass
yes,
behind you.
yes,
There's a
yes.
booth
Oh,
there.
yes. Oh,
There's a
yes.
booth right
Oh.
there. There we are. There's a booth there. Switch on the lights.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes,
I can
you can see it. Yeah.
Ah, nice, man. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
no.
we'll do that.
Look it through. Now he switched on the light. Now you can see.
Yeah.
There's even microphones and all of that. Yes.
And the wall is padded.
Yeah, of course.
Nice,
No,
Baba.
of course.
Nice, Baba.
When
Yeah.
I got this facility, it was used as a music studio.
Okay.
And I keep hearing stories about it all the time.
Okay.
And that day, Kaifas was here, and he also had stories to tell about the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, King
we've-
Day.
yeah.
King Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
What we do here is collect stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your concept
Yeah.
because most of the things that we have as African people
Yes.
are not documented,
Mm.
but such platforms gives us a chance of documenting
Yeah.
what we have done, what we're doing, what we're all about.
We're very bad at
Documenting stuff.
Yeah. Back in the days, way before our time, stories used to be documented in songs
Yeah.
because songs are easy,
To interpret.
yes, and also to transfer. The young ones, and as they're growing, they sing the song.
The message.
They don't realize that they're singing a story. They capture a moment in history that happened years ago. They continue to transfer it over and
Wow.
over and over again. That was such a magical thing about those many years ago. But right now we have different technology to do that.
Mhm.
We still capture this in songs,
Yeah.
but we're also able to capture them in these platforms
Yeah.
that we create.
Storytelling, sort
Yes.
of.
And
yeah.
you tell your own story. We don't claim
that,
ukuthi,
yeah.
yazi wasifana no Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I could
I know for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, but going forward, we're looking forward to your guys from London coming here.
yeah.
How did they meet you?
There's this DJ. Wow. I have to give props to DJ Okapi. Okapi is a white guy who plays, he says bubblegum music.
Mm.
So he's in this circuit of going overseas, joining other DJs and doing all these things. So he was playing Mchukate,
Yes. Olabari.
all about it. And so I think Issa listened to what he's doing and he picked up Indabagaban. And so he started performing it and he checked the response.
Mm.
So he asked Okapi to look for me and we communicated and he sent me some beats.
Mm.
And I did 2 songs with him.
What? Just like
Yeah,
that.
Just like that. And he liked
Somebody searched for you and
it.
found
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And he liked it. And so he said, hey, no, I think you must come over this side. I thought he was joking. Where? He says, Amsterdam and Belgium. I'll arrange, my people will arrange for a passport and all those things. Have you got a passport? And I lost my passport. They
Jeez.
stole it from my car.
Oh, so now
In
you had
town.
to apply again.
I ran around, look for a passport, got
Yeah.
a passport. I was chop.
Uh.
I told him, no, passport is ready. He says, oh, really? Good. Okay. You need a visa. And here are the papers. They sent me everything. I went to the visa place, got a visa, and I went there alone,
Again.
Amsterdam.
What do you'll see? What did you feel like? Thinking I'm going to one somewhere I don't know, two I don't know what I'm going to do with these people.
I just needed the experience. I thought to myself, this is a once in a lifetime experience. Grab it with both hands and move with it.
Yeah.
So I just decided that, and I flew, boom, got there at the airport. Someone picked me up, took me to the hotel. Issa came, we went for rehearsals, rehearsed. First night, rehearsed quickly, went for dinner, slept. Following day, show. Nice show. Oh, that day.
Are you singing some of your old tracks?
Yeah, I'm singing my
Yeah.
tracks, yes, plus these 2 new ones.
Uh-huh.
And then went to Belgium by train. Nice trip. Got there. Oh, nice place. Performed there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back and they said, no, next one you're going to be coming, we'll be going Indonesia, what.
Hey, my dots.
It was just...
You're thinking, what the hell's going
yeah,
on?
man. Hey, but I was just too happy, man. And I just praise God every time
Yeah.
these things happen. Because it was predicted long ago that I'll be a people's person and I'll be traveling the world. And, sometimes you go to, they check for you. And then you think, this guy is telling me what I need to know.
Oh, yeah. Lying.
Umplelela ntho tse ke batlang ho di
Yeah, or out of my shop.
Yeah, o tlo ba sharp. Well, ke a mo tlotla mosadi ole, Mam Lindiwe. And she reads the Bible. She just read the Bible. A selula, everything. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so I went there. I enjoyed it. But this time I enjoyed it more because I was more
So you
ready.
went again?
Yes.
The second time around. The
second
guy
time
said, Swagala food.
Yeah. We have a longer tour.
Chocho.
Wow. Hey. Yo, Isa was just too good for me, man.
Do you see this growing? This thing that's
really growing.
This international thing.
It's growing leaps and bounds. The last show we did was more than perfect. We did standing ovations. We did we got people shouting for more. When last did you see this? Only Brenda Fassie did it here at home.
That's true.
And Lucky Dube, maybe.
We want more.
Yeah, we want more, but they don't do it.
He said Ipelil. And mind you, it's like, all right, guys, let's do one more song.
Yeah. Isa says, no, time, Baba. Here we deal with time.
We have to go.
Some people have to come in or they have to,
That's
but
amazing.
people really appreciate it.
Wow.
Because, I think I like to believe like I was ready, really, really ready for it. You have to be ready. I mean, sometimes paying attention pays,
Yeah.
It pays to pay attention.
That's true.
Yeah.
But what has kept you busy, though, before this moment? That is clearly amazing.
I did have a job. I worked for a company which is an insurance company, like short-term insurance.
Okay.
Insuring the municipalities and things like that.
Okay.
Now, I was never, ever, it was never, ever in my radar that one day I'll be working. So I was hanging around at my home, and then this other friend of mine is late now. He comes to me and says, hey, Danny, come. I need to see you. Come to my house. Let's go there and have some breakfast or whatever. Sat there, we sat. Then somebody came. Now, he was friends with this guy from school in Kwakwa, and they did it. Now, this guy is already made.
Okay.
He's working for this insurance company. I don't know him. Right. They talk, and then he goes. And then the following day, he calls my friend. He says, hey, listen, I'm going, man. I'm going to Kuruman, man. Why don't you call that friend of yours? We all go. I like that guy's vibe, man. It's a story of my life.
Yeah. People love your vibe.
I should have told him, you're not the only one, bro. I'm used to this. But
people like my vibe.
Yeah. And then we went. We went to Kuruman. As we get there, the guy we're going to meet, like this guy's, or like that this guy that what happened.
We saw earlier.
Yeah. So he saw me. He says, come on. He shows me. It's got my picture of the cover. That one I'm wearing a gray suit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with the boots and
I
things
remember
like
well.
that.
Yes.
It's
one of your album covers. Yeah.
How? So I broke the ice. So we came back. As we came back, so he tells his boss this one. Says, hey, man, I went to Kuruman, man. And now this guy that we were going to meet, he sort of liked Danny, and this guy says, who's Danny? So no, he's a friend of Karabo and all that. So no, I have to meet him. And then he meets me and says, no, let's employ these guys. And then, so we got a job. So we started by earning 4,000 bucks, but for doing nothing.
Yeah, just being ambassadors.
Yeah, we're doing nothing. We're going, this guy is going his trips, and we just going there. We slept in hotels, but we're getting paid. How nice is that?
Yes.
So I worked for 3 months, and suddenly they bought me a car. Now I have a polo.
Hey, my daughter, your brand ambassador. Now.
Yeah,
Now
now
you're-
I have a polo now. Now they're teaching me the work now. I'm collecting tenders and doing all those things. Oh, I'm into it.
Yes.
1 year passes by.
Hey, my
They
daughter.
changed the car. Mercedes-Benz. Wow.
Hey.
Compressor.
The company is
Wow.
growing.
Yeah,
As
I'm
well.
forgetting Bomandla speaker. I'm no more interested in that. I'm here now.
Let the Espana.
Yes, Pana didn't. I'm working there. I'm getting money. I'm doing all those things. I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
So this guy is white.
Uh,
He's late now.
oh.
Hey, but he went at the wrong time. And that guy, I used to love that guy. He
Jeez.
made my life so. I experienced 5-star life treatment. Like I would go camping with him. Would go to Northern Cape
And he
camping for
just
a week.
He just liked you.
Big time. Northern Cape, we stay there in a campsite for a week or 2 weeks.
What?
We leave the job. We don't work. We don't work. He says, no, I'm going on holiday. Come, I'm going with you. Hey, we go. It's nice. Hey, but he treated me so good. But that was it. You know,
Jeez.
that was what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I stopped. It helped me forget this frustrations
Yes.
of not working.
Yeah, the
not-
music is slow and all
you
of
know
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped
Jeez.
me do that.
Was the change in the music, and as you say, it leads us to this. Did it change a lot of your life in terms of the finances and all of that? When there was just change in music, there was the demand had dropped and so forth.
It has to, you know,
Yeah.
It did. But although we were sustaining ourselves because we had these hunger boys and things like that, so we booked from Congo Speak and we could get feature in the trompies and what, be involved and, you know,
Okay.
yeah.
It wasn't completely quiet.
Yeah, it wasn't completely quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're loving this moment now.
This is the best moment ever, man. Of my life. Yo. This late in my career.
Jeez.
Yo. And what I like about this guy, Issa, he says, no, you know what? I want to take you around the world this time in your career. Just like give back to you what you gave us, you know, musically.
Yeah.
So like have these shows and yo.
I find it incredible.
It is, man.
That's why I was telling you about Glenn Jones, and I asked him, what is it about the song?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just
And I'm not going to question it.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what it is. I'm just going to leave it like that.
Yeah.
All for
Wow.
You is a small song as far as his album is concerned. But in South Africa,
It was track
it's a
number
big-
8.
Nobody
Right
cares.
there in the back there.
Nobody cares.
Yes,
And it's exactly what's happening to you now.
oh wow.
There's a part of the world that wants more of you.
Wow. I'm so grateful.
And you don't
Baba.
know why.
That's the power of God, Baba.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, when I say the power of God, even when I'm on stage, I can actually feel it. I don't know how to tell anybody or I cannot tell to anybody. It's a true feeling. It's just some energy,
Yeah.
you know, some godly energy of some sort. Like you could tell people to hold them in the palm of your hand like that. And you could see that you're making them really happy. You look at the expression
Yes.
and you can see that, wow, these people are really appreciating what I'm
This
giving them,
moment,
you know.
yes. And
Wow.
Abelung, who can't even hear a single word you're singing
Wow,
about.
Wow.
Because even English is not even their first
Oh,
language.
it isn't. Yo. Wow.
Wow, man. I think where you're going is probably much greater than where you've been.
Oh, yes.
Do you
I
feel
believe so.
that way?
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah.
And I'm just calm about it. I don't want to get too excited. You know, even if when I leave, when I go to do shows, I don't tell nobody. My friends don't even know. I just shoot when I'm in the plane. And then I
Okay.
shoot Katla. And then I write Indonesia calling.
Wow.
And I think, hey, Rin, when I were with you yesterday, now you're not saying. I
But
don't,
you are,
I
but
don't
not-
kiss and tell, Baba. I really don't kiss and tell. Because you don't know who you're telling sometimes.
That's
I've learned
true.
that sometimes you keep your dreams to yourself
That's true.
and really pray that they come true.
Mm,
But you know, it's only used to dreaming.
mm.
Nobody sees what you dreamt last night. It's only you who knows, oh, hey, Kilori Lentweso.
Ngiyibone that day.
Like I saw that thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I've always done that and I speak secretive with what I do until it's done and then I can present it. you know.
Like now.
Here it is.
Now you're showing us a show you did a week ago.
Yeah,
In
it shocked you.
flipping.
You say, when was this?
I asked
I
you.
say, yeah, weekend. Yeah.
This past weekend?
Yes.
Where is this?
Yeah.
And it's like it's in
yeah,
Bali.
in Bali, yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Indonesia. Yeah, they have great hospitality there.
They treat you well.
Indonesia.
They recognize.
I'd recommend it. And my cousin went there, actually.
Yeah.
When I came back, she was there.
Oh.
Yeah, she told me, "We are in Indonesia. I'm coming there. What, when?" I said, she's there. She's having a good time. But it's a nice country.
And they recognize the star in you.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Yo.
Jeez, man. I wish you well. I think I'm glad you recognize where you're going.
Oh, yes.
Is much greater than where you've been.
Oh, yes.
And as far as we're concerned, where you've been is amazing.
Yes. Yes.
And you're saying,
yeah, no.
Phambili.
Phambili African man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be that guy. You'll be Trevor Noah.
Eh.
Ukamazi upeace.
Exactly.
Kuphi kuphi.
Yeah.
But utenge indlu kuphi kuphi.
But the interest is so much interest about South Africa in the outside world.
So it's more than just you.
Actually, I should be carrying a flag every time or wear a South African logo or a T-shirt.
Or a jacket branded.
Exactly.
You know.
Mzansi. Proudly so.
Yeah.
Because we are such a great country. The world loves us. The world wants to know about us. The world is so much interested and curious about what we do.
And you know, the way you say it, we had and we'll be posting this video. Probably by the time we post yours, we would have loaded the video of CEO of Proudly South Africa.
Yeah.
She sat on that very chair and she says, they're crazy about us.
Big
They
time.
love the something we got
Big time.
that we can recognize. We don't know what it is, Nati.
Big time.
The way Java corner, the way Slega corner, the way
time.
Slalas
Yeah,
Jabulile.
we eat.
There's something.
We're just a different type of souls
There's something.
that they admire. You know, last time we were there, I was sitting with decision makers that maybe that made that show. So after the last show, so they came to one of our guys' room. So we're chilling in there.
Yeah.
So there's this guy sitting, looking at me. He's thinking, he's just looking at me. Hey, and then I stand up and I dance. He says, "Can I teach me that move?" I said, "What move is this?" It's just left, right.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah. And then what do you say? What is it that they say about this? Mhlambe, about the fire? I says, umlilo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Lilo.
because you find it in songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
What they say about what is korobela?
Oh.
I say, no, it's a love potion.
Uh,
It's a love potion. When your wife gives you korobela, you think of nothing else but her.
yeah.
You wash her panties, you wash everything.
Yes.
Wow, really?
So they get fascinated.
Yes, they get because we've got a story to tell.
We do.
We have a story to tell all the time. Eh? Hey.
And it's a never-ending story.
Never.
It keeps going.
Yeah.
Because we are such an interest. Now, we talk load shedding and it becomes a thing. You hear them talking about us. They have this new thing.
Load shedding.
We have car guards at parking at a mall. I saw a video where these people are saying, here. I was in South Africa. I didn't know they had this. What is that? Why does someone have to direct you when you reverse?
When you reverse and you pay for free parking.
You pay for free parking. It's the car guard. There's a lot of little sparkles about us that are just for the rest of the world. To us, it's common. It's not a big deal, but to the rest of the world, they find it quite fascinating.
Fascinating for sure.
And people like you, well, you obviously continue to keep this thing going.
Exactly. What is that? Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing that Jeffrey Osborne Soweto.
Yeah. Why are
Oh.
you surprised?
And why didn't I know about it? Is it an album?
It is.
Oh,
With songs and all.
you see what we are talking about, right?
Jeffrey Osborne has a Soweto album.
Please, man. Wow.
Yes.
You-
Interesting. He's got a big song now as well from an old album called The Family.
Yes.
South Africans are enjoying that song. I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised to see Jeffrey Osborne come to South Africa to come and perform The Family.
Wow.
Well, here it is.
You see what we're talking about? Exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. And a very young Jeffrey Osborne.
Yes.
As you
Yes.
can tell. A very young Jeffrey Osborne.
Hey, it must be a nice song that.
Yeah. Atiam was Koko.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I
man.
love your story, and obviously, most of people who are going to watch this will say, "I remember Gupi Gupi,
Yeah.
a performer." You know,
Yeah.
what, in your opinion, has been your biggest song in South Africa? Obviously,
Yeah.
there has to be one based on reaction when you're
my
on
king.
stage.
My king. Korobela was released in 1986
Yeah.
and is still playing even today.
I was in standard 4. I'm just putting it out there.
But which other songs were done in 86 and that they're still
I wouldn't
being
even
played
remember.
today? Yeah.
Yes.
You see, I think it has to be Korobela.
Yeah.
It has to
You
be
released them, but they could never beat Korobela.
No, Korobela is just right now overseas is catching up now. I thought it was in Dabakaban, but now we're in a new program we're doing Korobela, and suddenly it just picked up.
It's like a new song.
Yeah. And it just picked up. People, hey, Korobela.
It's good for royalties as well.
Yeah, big time.
Because this is international royalties that you didn't see coming.
Wow. We're talking pounds to Tsar.
You know? That's always
Pound to Tsar.
Hey.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. Tiam with Koko.
No,
I
thank you.
love your story, and I've always been a fan. Like most of us, we love what you do and what you've continued to do. And I'm glad you were able to come and share this story with us.
Oh yeah, no, thanks to you, man.
Yeah.
King Day, thanks to you for inviting me, man. It's such a privilege to be in such a space.
Thank you, man.
With people like you, with your experience and your vision. We got to put this vision that togetherness, oneness. Yeah.
Let's talk again in 5 years. Now we'll be telling the story of the international world.
Yeah.
And all this thing.
Can you imagine, man? Yes, it's 5 years' time from now.
Imagine, we'll be saying, and then
I'll be going to what is that? Bangkok.
Dude.
Bangkok.
I have a feeling you're going to fall in love with one of these countries.
Yeah. Nah.
You don't think so?
I'm proudly South African. Yeah. Somebody told me the other day, this kid was from Limpopo.
Yeah.
She says, "Okay, I've been around the country. I've stayed in Tembisa. I've stayed in Val. I've stayed in Foslo. I've stayed in everywhere. But now, one thing I've realized is if ubatla utwasa hubadaki, you must stay in Soweto." And I took that. Utwasa hubadaki, you must stay in Soweto. Exactly. Because now it's multi. You know how we speak.
Yeah,
we speak a sentence, we put it in Afrikaans there or English there. We have our own language.
No, I remember when I heard Honachi for the first time. I was like, what the hell is that? And I remember hearing Seeta. Can you guys say you don't speak Spedi, but Seeta is Spedi?
Exactly.
And also, no, I guess it's Sotho as well. I was like, all right, okay, I guess. That's why Mina now realize Kuluma in the middle of that sentence, and we Khoi Zulu.
Exactly.
In the middle of that,
English, Afrikaans, Latons Vai, Arvai, Ravai.
And so you're saying, because of your love for where you're from, you're not likely to leave.
No. I'm not. I don't think I'll get the inspiration that I get every day I walk around the hood. Oh, maybe that's why I'm a hook man, because I can get and
yeah. I look forward to your next project. I look forward to you doing another album. Soon with Ishmael. Soon.
We do it.
With Mandla Spikiri again.
We do it.
Yes. I look forward to that. Let me connect the system so we can attend the call. Jeez, I'm so bad.
Down a
little bit. Okay, there it is. There it is. Rewe. Hello. Ndata Busele guy. All is well. I'm sitting here with someone who's talking about you as well. No.
Ela Six.
Oh, Tiglas.
Hola Six. Okay, Six. I don't know it's Tiglas.
Tiglas, it's a guy.
And the only one who can.
But where does that name come from? Tiglas.
Tiglas, yeah.
Dingla, Dingla.
Yeah, Dinglas.
Do you want to tell us where you got that?
It's just one of my names, man. Essex.
It's my term of endearment.
Yeah, your term of endearment, eh?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my term of endearment for that man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
He says early on, before he became a musician, you
Yeah.
used to just like to hang out with him. And my question is, what the hell were they seeing in you? Because you were not much of a singer at the time. And he says to me, he doesn't know. And that's why I said, I don't phone. Maybe you can tell us what you liked about him.
You know, he liked music, and he didn't even realize he had potential of being a superstar,
Yeah.
a singer. You know what? You know, incidentally, I was listening to a song which we recorded. Dinglas,
Essex.
if you can find the heartbeat,
Yes,
please play it for him.
Mhm.
yes,
Please
yes.
play
Six.
it for David. You know, I played it yesterday and unfortunately it's on Spotify and I can't share it.
Yeah.
I thought, shit,
Yes, Six. Yo.
boy, this boy could sing.
And
He
he
had so much-
didn't recognize
he
his
had so-
talent.
he had so much soul, you know.
Wow.
I got him that was his first recording.
Yeah.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah.
And you spotted it before anybody else did.
Before anybody else did.
Yeah. For sure.
Before, you know, even Sinyaka as well.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, you know, maybe it's because we all hang around together, you know, and I felt, you know, there was more to them than just being hangers on.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
not just hanging. They had talent.
No, they were not just hanging. There was
Yeah.
talent. There was
Wow.
talent hanging from them.
Yeah.
No, he credits you quite a bit. You know, it's always refreshing when you hear people give credit properly to the people who gave them an opportunity. And he even says, if it wasn't for you, he would have probably signed a rubbish contract. You helped him to get a good contract. So he
You know,
credits you.
You know, Kamasu was probably one of the highest paid artists.
Imagine that, eh? And all because of your influence.
Yeah.
As a beginning artist, I arranged a contract that would make him one of the highest paid artists. You know,
That's incredible.
For sure.
That's incredible.
For
Hey,
sure.
KMZ, what do you want to say to Katumba
Zix.
before we drop the phone?
Zix, words cannot really express how I feel about you, what you have made me to be. You know, I always tell whoever wants to know that I'm Kamazu because of Sipho Mabuse. That's all I always say. Now, if anybody wants to know
so
more,
much.
hey, seriously, Zix, thanks for everything that you've done for me. Thanks for seeing something that I didn't see.
Wow.
Thank you ever so much, Zix.
Thank you, Dingla. Thank you so much, man. It was, for me, it was worth everything that you did. You know, it was worth everything that you did, and I'm grateful that I was there at the right time for you.
Oh yeah, for sure, Zix.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to have met you and been around your space at Masada and everywhere. But I'm still gonna come, Zix, eh?
Yeah, no, you must come. You must come to me.
I'll call you and
You
tell
know-
you.
You know what? That Dinglas is not only about him.
Yeah.
Even his mom was a very close sister to me. You know.
Wow. Imagine
Yeah, his
that.
mom
For
was
sure.
very close with his mom. You know, a very warm-hearted human being, and may his soul rest in peace.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And I think maybe that's what drew me closer to Danny as well, because of his mother.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
she used to bake wonderful cake for
Yeah.
me, even on my birthday.
I told you.
He said that. He said
Yeah,
that.
I give Zix call all the time, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd bake wonderful cake for me, for my birthdays, and never forgot my birthday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It really is. And you and I talk every chance we get. And I say this to people. I don't know what is it that Mabuse likes about me. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a warm character.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
about energy. I mean, your energy is so proper, my man.
Thank
you
you,
can't
man.
play.
You
man.
know, I'm always drawn to people who are positive and people
Oh, yes.
that can exude love.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys do that for me.
Oh, yes.
I don't just get drawn to people that I feel exude a negative energy for me.
Exactly.
And you Dave and
Mm.
Danny,
Wow.
you always show love for me, and all I have to do is just return that love.
Oh,
That's
yes.
all.
And we receive,
it.
Zix, we receive,
Thank you
man.
very much. Ke a leboga, Tate Mabuse. I know you don't like it when I call you Tate Mabuse. I was well raised. There's no other way I'm going to call you. You're going to have to live with it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
With Danny with Douglas calling me Zix,
Yes.
it's a term of endearment which I grew up with in my township.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's okay.
All
From
the-
what?
all-
Hot sticks.
All
Hot
the people who
sticks.
know
Yeah.
me well,
What is it?
all the people
Yeah,
who know
Zix.
me
Yeah.
very well,
Uh,
they would call me Zix.
Yeah.
If someone calls me Zix, you must know that they know me so well.
Yeah.
batswa le wena ko hae.
Batswa le nna ko ke tswang.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Zix.
you, man.
Wow.
Thank you.
Take,
Douglas.
Thank you, Zix. Thank you. One love, one love.
take care. That was special.
Yeah.
That
Sure.
was special, eh?
Sure. Very special, bro.
So the Google like a need.
Yeah, Mama used to make beautiful gem tarts.
Everybody liked them.
Yeah, big time. She did them like almost every week, but she didn't sell them. She just did them nice
And-
lot
And
Yeah.
share them.
and share them. Yeah, to special people.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I was called Kautiam. That was
Sure.
special. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
I wish you well. I
Thanks
wish
to
you
you.
many more songs.
No,
I
thank
wish you
you.
many more hooks.
Yeah, man.
May
Yeah.
you continue to create these.
Be
these
the hook
incredible-
man.
You please carry on. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Give the hooks to these Mapiano boys.
For sure.
Because they're open-minded. That's what I
Exactly.
like about them. You're likely to walk into a studio in no time. 4 songs are done.
Exactly,
And for
yeah.
me, that's just a
But now-
marvel to watch.
Yeah, 4 songs are done, but now you got to have content. You got
Yeah,
to have
things you're talking about.
give us a message in the music. Then for
Yeah.
me, then we're talking.
That's it.
Otherwise, that's why sometimes I pull myself back a little bit because
Why give
unnecessary-
me Korobena?
yeah, for sure. Ayo, Kuruvina.
Utra. I love this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, D.
Get Danny Kamaziwa Heights. So you know him well. You love his music, and I know you'll always love his music. Now we know his granddad
Yeah.
was just a superstar like him.
Oh,
Just in
yes.
a different world in politics. So thank you, Otiak.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you. Nastarovia.
King David Studio Podcast.